Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you are. This is Dalek451, the new Dalek Emperor. How are you all doing out there today? It is it has been a while since feels like forever since I did. Never mind just a stream, just a regular live stream like this. Not because everyone's been keeping up with my channel lately. The last several streams I've done, they've all been gaming streams, mostly the first the first several. First it was this game I really I loved, called Inscription, which is I know quite a few of you enjoyed watching me play that. And of course the next few was the next few streams after that were of Hogwarts Legacy. The subject of this stream, Hogwarts Legacy, which let me tell you, which I gotta say, I have really enjoyed. I think it's a really great game. And I've already got two people in the chat. Hello, Moises. Got my good friend Moises. Good to see you. And Son of a Red Shirt. Thank you for popping in. Is this live or is it Dolly451? Right. Yeah. Well. Yeah. It's live. I'm here. Well, it's good to be. It's good to be back doing this again properly. Back in StreamYard, because obviously for my gaming streams I've been streaming either from my PS5 or using or use OBS to stream Inscription. And hello to my good friend BK Dan. Good to see you. Thanks for popping in. And cool, I haven't seen you in a little while. Yeah. Yeah, I know. It's been, and you can be in about 10 minutes. Oh, that's good, Dan. I know it has. Yeah, I know it has been a little while since I, well, not just my own channel, but pretty much anywhere really, because on anybody's channels. But I decided. Well, it's been. Yeah, it's a new month. It's been a while since I just did a stream, like just a regular chill and chat stream like this. So I thought. So here we are, and I want to talk. And as I've been trying to talk about the last couple of times I did go on in live streams, I wanted to talk about. I'm going to talk about Hogwarts Legacy, which again I've been playing played a lot of recently. I've recently completed the main story, and overall I think it's a really good game. And sort of writes, which says, although I was there at that thing you and Potato were doing the other night. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you were the three. That's what putting it, three-way crossover between me, Revit, and Raquel, streaming on all three of our channels. That's right. Yeah, that's right. The Hogwarts game, the game I was playing with them. Yeah, Hogwarts Legacy. You did it. You did what? You did what, Moises? So yeah, Hogwarts Legacy. Like I said, I just a couple of 2 days ago, I actually completed the main story. So basically, I've beaten the game. But as another friend I know might say, I've beaten it but not completed it. As in, I haven't 100%ed it yet. But I'm definitely on the path to doing that. But I've decided to to I think probably till next Monday. I decided to like take a break from the game because I've definitely been playing it way too much. And I definitely need a break. And and oh yeah, oh that's right, yeah, you did watch all three of us, didn't you? It's the great. And BK then says, like 5 minutes from now, the Burger Man will appear. I'm sure you will, Dan. I'm sure you will. Will you play as Fluttershy when you get to Hufflepuff? I don't know. Probably, maybe. What's this? Well, I'm definitely not done with Hogwarts Legacy yet. I'm far from it because it's like this if anyone knows anything about the game, this you start the game by choosing which Hogwarts house you want to be in, Gryffindor, Ravenclaw, Slytherin, Hufflepuff, and which house you choose kind of really impacts the game quite a bit. And on my first playthrough, I chose Gryffindor because Gryffindor has always been my favorite Hogwarts house. Maybe that's biased because in the original Harry Potter stories, Harry himself was a Gryffindor, his dad was a Gryffindor, Sirius Black was a Gryffindor. In fact, all the Marauders were in Gryffindor. Although I don't know how a literal rat like Peter Pettigrew ever got into Gryffindor because he is probably the least Gryffindor like Gryffindor you could possibly imagine. And will you play as different characters in other houses? Maybe Moises, maybe I don't know. I'm thinking. I did think maybe I'll redesign my character for the next playthrough because I'm stuck. I mean, when it comes to the next house I want to play as, I'm stuck between Slytherin and Hufflepuff. But because I think it'd be really interesting playing as a Slytherin. But at the same time, there's some that I want to see the story of you get when you play as a Hufflepuff. And frankly, I feel like saving Ravenclaw for last because what I've looked up and know about it, the Ravenclaw one is quest line is not that it isn't probably the least interesting to me. Slytherin for your different character or Hufflepuff for Fluttershy. Yeah, maybe I should. Yeah, maybe when I'm a Hufflepuff, maybe I should make my character a girl and call her Fluttershy. Because because I know what they were trying to do with the character creation thing, like they do with everything else these days. But frankly, look, the simple fact is you can decide to be a witch or a wizard. It's that simple. And no matter which way they try and argue or cut it, you can be a witch or a wizard. It's that simple. And Fluttershy Fluttershy is a cute witch. Yeah, she is. But Fluttershy. Then again, she can be a cute she can make anything cute. Fluttershy. And that's why we all love her. So yeah, I'm stuck. So yeah, for the next house, I'm gonna play as. I'm stuck between Slytherin or Hufflepuff. But if anyone out there knows anything about Hogwarts Legacy, which house do you think I should be next? Should it be Slytherin or Hufflepuff? Because I've already played as Gryffindor, so that's out. But anyway, my onto my general thought, as the title of this stream, my general thoughts on it. I think I really like. There's a lot of things about the game I really absolutely love. Some things I quite like, and maybe one or two little things that kind of annoy me about it. It's not is it a perfect game? No, but it's definitely not perfect. But it is a really good game. The Potato Reverend wants you to play as Slytherin. I know he does, because for because for some misguided reason he loves Slytherin House, and he himself is a Slytherin in the game. But his first he himself first chose to play as a Slytherin. I mean, actually, most of the decisions I made whilst I was playing through the game as a Gryffindor, it made me stop and think, why did I choose Gryffindor? I should have chosen I, sh- I should have been a Slytherin all along from the start. Because some of the things I made, because basically the game lets you do whatever you choose to do. You can be you can be basically be good or basically be evil. And I've got our first guest for today's and I've got our first guest for today's stream. Hello to my good friend BK Dan. Good to see you.
You would go far in Slytherin? Why not? Sorry, the sorting hat. You would go far in Slytherin?
The lot.
I had to with that.
I get. Yeah. You could be. The line is. I think the line is actually. And Slytherin will help you on the way to greatness.
That's it. Yes, that's it. Oh, you'll like the picture I sent you. I sent it both Twitter and Discord DMs.
Oh, thank you.
You'll like so you can share it. So you can share screen it too if you want. It's a soon to be classic. It's a soon to be classic.
Oh wow! I have to show this to everybody.
Yeah, it's a soon to be classic.
I have to show this. I really do have to show this. Let me just.
It's a soon to be classic.
Just let me find it.
Yeah.
Oh God, this thing is this thing's slow.
Oh man. I saw that. I sent that to a Londoner, and she watches, and she's like, "Oh my God, that's awesome!"
All right, there it is.
She used the word "awesome." You laughed, and she used the word "awesome."
Anyway, let's show everybody this, shall we?
Yep.
Okay, let's share it, add it in. Here we go.
Oh man.
Dr. Pooh.
I saw that a couple of days ago. I was like, I have to show dog. I have to.
Well, I'm glad you did. Thanks.
You're welcome. Oh man.
Man. Moises says, "I don't trust the golden snitch."
Oh no, it's been in Harry's mouth. I don't trust it either. It's been in Harry's mouth. You know where that thing's been.
True. It has been. Yeah, it was in his mouth, literally.
Yeah. You always say, you don't trust that thing. You don't know where it's been. You know where this has been. Don't trust
Yeah,
it. Don't trust it.
exactly. Right. Well, sad. Well, sadly, one of the big disappointments. Like I was trying to say, that Hogwarts Legacy overall, it's a fantastic game. I really love it,
Okay.
but it's definitely not perfect. There's a lot of things. There's some things in it that not really huge things,
Mm-hmm.
but little things in it that did bug me about, like, how the game, when I finally start to figure out, oh, that's how that works, or oh, this is how you do that.
Mm-hmm.
Little things I didn't know playing it through for the first time, but now I do know, and I can now, not exactly make the same mistakes I did in the first time.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, there's just little, it's just like there's just little things, like for example, one, like, how you level up in the game, because
Okay.
because I figured, because basically I think I for it took me a while before I actually figured this out, but the leveling up in the game doesn't work the way I thought it did.
Okay. How is it?
How in a lot of games you can just very slowly build up your experience, your XP and your level, like, just by, like, going out and beating lots of minor enemies over and over and over again.
Yeah.
Well, that's not how. Well, you can do that in Hogwarts Legacy, but you can only do it so much.
Okay.
Yeah, because you can go out and beat loads of different minor enemies to get XP, but you can only do it so much, because each of those minor enemies, has a challenge tied to it, and once you complete those challenges, you can't get XP by beating those challenges anymore, beating
Oh.
those enemies anymore.
Okay.
Yeah, it turns out leveling up. Yeah, look, there's a whole set of challenges.
Mm-hmm.
There's this whole section you can go and you go into the pause menu, and you go to this section called challenges, and it lists all these little challenges you can do. It turns out leveling up is tied entirely to the challenges. The only way to max out your level is to complete all of them, no matter what they
I
are.
wouldn't. I would. I wouldn't like that then, because honestly, I feel that it should be separate to the quests. You know, I mean, yeah, the quests can give you extra XP, but
Yeah, yeah,
I would say the leveling up should be a separate thing.
yeah, I know. I mean, but you can't technically. You can get XP. You can get a lot of XP by beating quests, but again,
Mm-hmm.
that's tied to the challenge. That's tied to the challenges. There's a challenge for, like, completing all the main story quests or all the side quests.
Mm-hmm.
Once you complete both, you can't get experience from them anymore.
I don't think that would be a good idea. No, I don't think
You
it's a good idea.
you can't get experience. And it's the same, and like I said, it's the same thing with beating enemies. If you want to go out and kill loads of spiders, or hunt down and fight and kill trolls,
Mm-hmm.
which of course you can do in the game, because and trust me, fighting trolls and spiders is really annoying, because they are, trolls are really big brutes, and they can come at you really fast and really hit you hard.
Yep.
And spiders, ugh.
Don't play as Ron then. No, play as Ron. Spiders. No, don't play as
And
Ron.
these are giant spiders. These are giant
Yeah.
spiders. Keep in mind.
Even little ones freak out Ron. Don't play as Ron. No.
The biggest spiders are basically what Aragog was. They're
Yeah.
acromantulars.
something silly like what, like 3.5 meters of wide or something.
Oh, they're enormous. These spiders, absolutely
Like
enormous and
like
ugly as
three or four
heck.
meters wide. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
They go out of the In fact, it seems like when it came to the Aquamantia, they went out of their way to make it look as terrifying as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Thankfully, there's not that many of them in the game. You can only like they're more like boss battles than anything.
Okay, not just common, not
But
common enemies.
okay. But anyway, back to my point. You can go out and fight and gain XP by killing lots of spiders or go out and hunting down and fighting trolls. But like I said, there's challenges for both. Once you get to the end of those challenges, like you kill a certain number of a certain amount of spiders, or defeat trolls so many times, you can't get XP from beating them anymore. Which
I
I thought was really
idea. No.
Which I thought was really confusing. Why did they do it? Why did they do it that way? Why did they tie leveling up to these challenges entirely?
Now, I would say what they should have done then is say, I was going to throw numbers around here. Say you get 10 XP for beating a troll along the quest line, but outside of the quest line, you only get 2 or something like that.
Yeah,
that's what I think should have done, something like that.
Yeah,
just throw numbers around, kind of thing. Yeah.
It should have. It should have been so just like a few small. Yeah, it should have just been like a small number of XP for like each minor enemy you beat, like wolves or spiders or trolls, and just a little bit for beating each one outside of not quests, not quests, challenges.
Sorry.
Because the quests,
I could call them a quest. Sorry, I'm used to this.
Well, you're kind of right. The challenges are the quests are part of the challenges as well. There's loads of different challenges. There's combat challenges, exploration challenges. There's challenges for the room of requirements, and I think there's another one. What was it? Yeah, combat, exploration, quest. Yeah, quests, room of requirements. I think there was another one, a fifth one. Yeah, basically this. I think there's like 4 or 5 sets of challenges, and each one's completely different. There's ones for there's combat ones for beating different enemies. There's one for quests. There's one for exploration. Yeah, you get the general idea. But
yeah, I didn't watch any of the APs that people were doing. Mary, Raquel, or you. I didn't watch any of the APs. So sorry. Actual plays, live plays. I haven't watched any of them. I don't like live plays.
All right.
Because I like hands on. I get bored watching other people play. You'd
rather play it yourself. I understand.
Yeah. I'm over hands on. I want to be able to do it myself instead of watching other people do it.
Fair. That's fair. That's fair enough. That's fair enough. I can understand.
It's just like well. I think I've mentioned it like a couple dozen times. I play Dungeons and Dragons. I do not like watching APs, actual plays, or live plays, because I gotta play myself.
Right. I watch videos of people playing video games and videos or live streams of people playing video games all the time, but I'm not really watching the game. I'm not really watching the game. I'm watching the person reacting to the game, which is always, to me, is always fun, at least.
Okay. I know some people like watching the game itself play out. Yeah, and you watched the player. Be clear, yeah.
If I like the look of the game this person is playing, maybe I think, hey, maybe I'll get. Well, I want to try this game myself. So,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and that's kind of, and so like I said, so back on topic, like I was saying, overall, Hogwarts Legacy to me is a really good fun game, and I like the spell casting and the combat mechanics. I like the story, but the game is definitely good, but it's definitely not perfect. For because it's
Okay.
definitely and because it's not because apart from the challenges thing, there's definitely because I mean if I designed it, I would have made it so you can just grind away like you can in most other games instead of
Yeah.
because tying leveling up to something like to those entirely to those challenges it's just like why would they do that?
Yeah.
And then there's other things like
You see, I can see
uh,
them tying leveling to the challenges. I just can't see them tying leveling only to the challenges.
yeah, I mean I
You
can
know.
tying some of the things you can do in the game to challenges is one. Getting experience that way is fine, but
Mm-hmm.
tying everything you making the challenges the only way you can get XP in the game is it's just like what it's just like you just gotta I mean it's just like oh wait I was like you think oh wait I can just go around and there's a battle like there's like these places in the game on the game called these battle arenas you can go to and just fight like wave after wave of enemies
Mm-hmm.
and that would be a very good way to get XP and level up. But then it turns out so that's like that would be like a good bit repetitive but fun way of doing it. But then you
Mm-hmm.
think oh wait well suddenly you get to a point where it's like wait a minute I'm not getting XP anymore from why
Because you
is this not
complete the challenge on that one. Yeah.
because I completed the challenges for all the enemies that you're fighting in those battle arenas
Mm-hmm.
like there's a challenge there's a challenge for dark wizards, there's a challenge for trolls, there's a challenge for spiders, there's a challenge for each of the enemies you can fight minor enemies you can fight against in the game. There's a challenge for them, but once you get through all those challenges, no more XP. Get through it.
You see, my sister just discovered Hogwarts Legacy last week, and she's been playing the hell out of it. She says, and because I just picked up PS5 recently, and she likes the leveling up with the quests because she used the word compartmentalized. Everything's compartmentalized. You have to beat this section, and then you have to beat this section, and then this section. She likes that. She actually
She,
likes that part.
she likes the challenges.
Yeah, the way they're
Well,
compartmentalized, though. She says.
right, because right, yeah, because I think they are that because, like I said, there's like there's different sets of challenges
Mm-hmm.
in the menu. It said combat, quests, exploration, room of requirement, and then I think there's a oh yeah field guide pages. You can get XP from gathering these from gathering the field guide pages
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah, I was
but
talking to her Tuesday night until about 2 o'clock in the
oh,
morning Wednesday, and I was like, "Oh, I gotta get going." Oh, yeah, Charlotte on Watch drops in about an hour.
hmm.
Yeah, that was Star Wars Mandalorian.
So, I mean,
Yeah.
basically, the way it's done, because since it's done that way, it's literally, it's impossible to hit max level without completing the main story. Because
Yeah.
because one of the quests is literally is completed once you've completed done all the main story quests. Once you've
Mm-hmm.
got basically beaten the game. So you can't
Yeah.
hit max level until you've beaten the whole game, which by then it would be kind of pointless, except for completing the game 100%.
Right. My sister actually likes it because she's all about plot and storyline
And that's
instead of more freeform like most people.
nice, right?
She actually likes that about it because it is
She,
very story driven.
yeah. You have to. Yeah, well, she's right. You have to in this game. You can't. You do. There are certain things you. There are certain things you literally can't do until you've played through, like so much of the story.
Mm-hmm. She likes that. She did say that.
And
We
look,
were talking about all sorts of things, but we were talking about that. We were talking. Yeah, she does like that part.
right. Yeah. Well. I'm not. Again, I'm not saying. I just find that part of it kind of baffling.
Mm-hmm.
And but I mean, I like the story. I do. I find the story really interesting
Mm-hmm.
because like the whole. I mean, I mean, if I talk about the story, I guess that would be going into spoilers. But
Right.
I mean, I mean, I suppose I could just give a general idea of it. The general idea is, you're a new you're a fifth year student at Hogwarts, and you're starting there, and for some reason you're starting there in your fifth year, and and apparently there's a reason, specific reason for that, why you're starting in fifth year, because because it's like it's tied to what's a huge part of the main story, which is something called ancient magic. And and basically you as your character, you have the ability to perceive and be able to tap into ancient what's called this ancient magic. And that and and this ancient magic becomes, like, it's not just a huge part of the story. It becomes basically becomes like a mechanic in the game. Like, you can
Okay.
use it. You can use it in it's a mechanic you can use in combat, and it's also in and it's like a it's part of the it's well it's yeah it's basically it's a very useful mechanic you can tap into. It's like you can, like, build, like, if you can it basically lets you if you build up enough of it, you can perform like a special attack, basically.
Okay. So interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay. Slight Harry Potter question.
what?
While we're still adjacent, so that adjacent question. Year 5 was what? Goblet or Prisoner?
uh, what?
Year
No.
5 was what? Goblet of Fire or Prisoner of Azkaban?
Oh, the fifth book.
Yeah. Year 5.
No, both of those are wrong. Year 5 was Order of the Phoenix.
Or the. Well, okay. Okay. Sorry. It's been forever since I've read them or seen them. Forever. I still got on my
Yeah,
watch list to go ahead and watch it. Secrets of
Prisoner
Dumbledore. I haven't seen that yet either.
Prisoner of Azkaban was book 3. Goblet of Fire was book 4.
Okay, Sorcerer's Stone. Well, Philosopher's Stone for you. Uh, Chamber of Secrets, Prisoner, Goblet, Order of the Phoenix, Half Blood Prince, Deathly Hallows.
That's
Right?
right. That's the right
Okay.
order. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I was confused which with the between Goblet and Prisoner. I always confuse those two. Which way they go. I always forget about Order of the Phoenix somehow. Somehow. I don't know how.
how could you forget about Order of the Phoenix? That's like the big.
It's the key. It's the key to hold everything together. I know. How
It's
the hell
the
I can
big.
put that?
Order of the Phoenix is like the biggest book in the set.
I don't think so. I think Deathly Hallows is actually bigger.
No, I'm pretty sure Order of the Phoenix. If you like, if you put the 7 books together, like
Page count. Yeah, pure page count.
determine which one is the thickest, Order of the Phoenix is the top one.
Without the books handy, I think you're wrong. I think it's Deathly Hallows.
I've got all 7 books
Right next to you.
well, not right next to me, but I think in right here in my room. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I could like go
Just
and
grab
get. I could go and
those
get
two.
them out.
Yeah, just grab those two.
If
you want, I'll just hold. Yeah, if you want, I'll hold.
Deathly Hallows and Order of the Phoenix.
Yeah, because I think it's Deathly Hallows.
Well,
like a third bigger.
I can take a look. I've got the book. I can just literally just go into this into like the cupboard and the side of my room, and I've got the books there, so I can take a look.
Okay.
So hang on a second.
See you in a couple. Comments. So who else is actually here besides me in the live chat? Let's find out.
I'm still in the room, you know. I'm just getting these.
I'm trying to figure out who's in the live chat besides me. Oh, now it says just me. I think Moise has left.
Yeah, the chat's what seems to have stopped. No one seems to be watching.
Oh, you got a Discord. I heard the beat.
That was Discord.
Yeah, and it sounds like your phone went off too, which is probably the same one. Same notification.
Okay.
I think Deathly Hallows is bigger by about a third. Without having the books handy, I can't say, but you've got the books handy.
Yeah, I've got the books right here.
Yeah.
And I can tell you beyond any doubt, Order of the Phoenix is like a third thicker than Deathly Hallows.
Oh wow. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Wow.
Yeah, it's a lot thicker, trust me.
For like a third, you said? Wow. Yeah, that's a lot. A third bigger. Holy crap. All
right, just put the books back.
Do you like Star Trek at all?
What?
Do you like Star Trek?
Of course I like Star Trek. I always have.
Oh, goody.
I thought you'd have known that.
I'm going to send you one that's about 11 days early. Once it loads up here.
Okay.
Didn't load up.
Okay, I'm back. I'm properly back this time now.
Okay. Why? Actually loading up.
Wait a minute. Wait a second. Is this to do with is this to do with the latest Star Trek stuff?
No.
Oh.
No.
Fine. Good.
This is TNG, the Next Generation.
Oh, good. My favorite Star Trek series.
Oh, good. I'm glad I picked the right one. Come on, computer, agree with me.
Well,
Computers,
maybe it's my
computers
favorite
not
because
agree with me.
maybe it's my favorite because technically it was I think it was my first Star Trek series I ever watched.
Okay.
So, yeah, I think it was. Yeah, it was definitely the first one. It took me a long time before I ever watched any of the original series. So the TNG is the one I know best.
Okay. This is through Twitter DM. Sent. You should get it in a couple seconds here. It's about 11 days early.
11 days early. Let's have a look.
Yeah.
All right, let's have a look here.
Oh, okay.
No way!
Oh
Oh
yeah.
man!
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I saw that a couple days ago. Oh my god. No.
I have to
Oh,
share.
I think.
I gotta share that. I have to
Oh yeah,
share
you
that.
got it. It's worth it.
I gotta find the right one. There
Are
we
you
go.
Are you DMing it to people or are you gonna share screen it? Share screen it. Okay.
It's a good day for pie.
Oh, I have a good one that's a PSA. You know what PSA is? Uh,
PSA.
public service announcement.
All right.
You know what PSA? Okay, I got one. I got one for that. A PSA. Once I do this. And do that. Come on, computer, agree with me. Thank you. And then get ready to send it to you. Again, Twitter DM. A PSA. The public service announcement of the day. I just sent it to you. Twitter DM.
All
This is what I
right.
saw.
All right.
This is what I saw today, this morning.
Okay. All right. Let's have a look. What the? Never.
Yes, Laura, yes.
No. Oh my God. Never publish your sensitive data on the internet.
And he's there with Spot. Yeah, he's there with Spot too. Yeah.
He's there with Spot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
The PSA of the day. Yeah. Oh man. Oh.
Oh God. There's a couple of chats from Moises. I can snitch, and I can snitch. It can snitch on anyone. I hate spiders. Pizza. And then he seems to have just gone. Moises, are you still out there? Are you still watching? And, oh wait, no, he is because he says message 1:24 p.m. So he is still watching.
Okay.
All right, I think that's enough of that.
I don't know. I got a good one coming.
Hey, look who just popped in. Once the thing comes through on StreamYard, come on, and Rod Thunderheart. Hey, Rod, how you doing? Good to see you, Rod. How you doing? He says, and then he says, wish it could come on, but I'm actually headed to work. Okay, Rod, I understand.
Yeah. Just remember, Rod Thunderheart. Work is a four-letter word that ends with K.
All right,
The last one I'm sending you today. I just sent you. I just sent you the last one I'm going to send you today. Okay.
Wasn't were you on Deej Odyssey before you came here?
Yeah, yeah. I was with him for about 2 hours.
I did take a like a quick look in on that before I went live myself.
Mm-hmm.
And I
Hey,
saw you were there, and I didn't.
conversation got really stale, and then I saw you pop up. I was like, oh, okay. Hey, dog, I'll be there about 10.
Kid,
Yeah.
you got bored over there, so you came to talk to me instead. Thanks.
Hey, you're more lively than they are. You're a lot more lively than they are. Seriously. Okay, they're sticking the muds usually. The Asian LDG
Are
usually
they?
sticking the muds. Yes. Yes. I mean, I'm old, older than either one of them, but they show it. They show their age. I don't.
Right.
I'm 2 years older than Deej and 3 years older than LDG.
Well, you're a
Okay.
lot. Well, I'm probably one of, if not the definitely one of the youngest people doing this stuff, because well, at least among this particular group on YouTube,
I
because how
think
it, that I
Raquel's
must
a
have,
little younger than you.
you know
I think Raquel's younger than you.
I haven't met
Or
I
is
know
she
I've
older?
mentioned I know I've mentioned in the past how old I am.
Okay. I've met you a couple times how old I am too. So I'm older than you, definitely.
Oh, you're old, you're a lot older than me, absolutely.
Is the hair that gave it away? The locks away? Is that what gave it away? Or the fact that I've got a 22-year-old son and a 27-year-old daughter? Does that give it away?
That probably does it.
Okay. 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 Oh, I did send you one more. The last one I'm going to send you today. Okay? Twitter
Oh,
DM.
okay.
The last one I'm going to send you today. I
All
swear.
right.
Three is my limit. Three's my limit.
Okay. Let's have a look then. All right. And horrible start to me. Hello. Oh alert! Oh alert!
Yeah,
Oh alert!
I saw that I saw like a week ago. That one.
Yellow alert! No,
Yes.
yellow
Yes.
alert.
Yes. Yeah.
Again.
I showed that one. I showed that one. Deej this morning too. So yeah,
Oh man.
he liked that one.
That's a good one. So what was I?
Sorry.
So what was I saying? So what was I saying about? I was still saying about. I think there's other things I want to say about Hogwarts Legacy.
Okay.
I definitely, like I said, I definitely like the story. But because even though I know I've heard some people say that the story, they think the story is not that interesting, but I do. I think it's really interesting, and and um, and the story basically and isn't the as do a lot of games like this.
Mm-hmm.
Um, oh, sorry, I didn't mean to add that.
It's funny though.
It is. I mean, the game actually, the story in the game actually has it has like two different endings.
Okay.
Yeah, because because one thing that's interesting, one thing I definitely like in this game is is the choices you can make
Mm-hmm.
that affect how the game that that can affect how the game and how the story plays out.
Yep.
And one of the and there's one choice you can make literally before the final boss fight, big boss
Mm-hmm.
fights, which decides how the game actually how the story ends.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's like this little. Because are you familiar with a character called Professor Fig in the from the game?
No.
Well, basically, Professor Fig is like he's there with you. He's a main really big part of the story. He's there with you right from the start of the game, right to the end.
Okay. Was he in the books or movies?
No, because
Okay.
no, because you gotta one thing you gotta remember. Hogwarts Legacy is set in the late 1800s. It's set way before the
Oh,
day of
I did not know that.
Harry Potter.
I
You didn't know that?
I did not know that. No,
You didn't.
no,
You didn't know it was
I did
set
not know
lit
that.
in the it was set over like nearly 100 years before the days of Harry Potter.
I didn't know that. No,
You didn't. Oh man,
I'm
that's
so
like one of the.
I don't watch GAPs, so
But anyway, yeah. The game, yeah, Hogwarts Legacy is set a long time before Harry Potter.
okay.
Yeah. So because of that, you get a whole different set of characters at Hogwarts. You get a whole different set of professors, and you and you get and it's not and obviously it's not Dumbledore who's the headmaster of Hogwarts.
Right.
It's not.
Dumbledore's not even the headmaster in
No,
the 1930s.
yeah,
Dumbledore's not even the headmaster in the 1930s, so it's long before then either.
Dumbledore won't be headmaster for at this point in the time this game's set. Dumbledore won't be headmaster for a very long time.
Right.
At that point, Dumbledore's still like still a young boy at that time.
Yeah, because he was middle aged, like 45, 50.
Yeah,
And
he was.
in the Secrets of Dumbledore, 45, 50. And that
Yeah,
was in the 1930s.
he was already, yeah, but I think by the
Like
1930s or 1940s, Dumbledore was a professor. Will be a professor at Hogwarts, but he won't be headmaster yet.
right. No, I'm trying to ballpark it and guess on the dress when they go to New York, and Fantastic Beasts.
Yeah, I
In the
don't,
1930s, I would say.
I'm not honestly, I don't know
You're not
that
that
much.
familiar.
I'm not that familiar with the Fantastic Beasts movies because I didn't think they were that. I was never that interested in them.
I like the first two. I did like the first two. Uh, Johnny Depp stole the freaking show in Crimes Grindelwald. He
Friends.
stole the freaking show.
Yeah,
Oh my god! His
right,
acting power went to about 11 in that movie. Seriously, he cranked
right.
that bad boy up to 11. Oh
That's
my god!
that's oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, the Fantastic Beasts movies are set during when
Grindelwald. Yeah.
Dumbledore was a younger man, and when Grindelwald was the big bad in the Wizarding World instead of Voldemort.
Yeah, and he stole the freaking show in Crimes Grindelwald.
And he
Oh
was
my god!
one thing that well, I mean, he would. One thing Grindelwald had that Voldemort for a while didn't have. Grindelwald had the Elder Wand,
Mm-hmm.
and that's like the world, and that's supposed. Well, it's supposedly the world's most powerful wand, but
Mm-hmm.
it leads like a. But it's throughout its history. It's left like a trail of blood and death everywhere it goes. Because it's like
Did you ever read? Did you ever read? Tales from Beetle the Bard.
Um,
I
oh, if you're
did.
talking about like if you're talking about like the story of the three brothers,
Yeah, I forgot which one of the three brothers had the wand.
I think it was the I've never actually. I know was there a book with those stories in it?
Yeah,
Tales of Beetle the Bard.
Tales from Beetle the Bard. Yeah, it was a book. It had like wizard and fairy tales. Yeah, look for
Wizarding
it, find
fairy
it. It's
tale. Yeah.
good. Yeah, look for it. It's
I mean,
good.
you hear this. I mean, you hear the story. You hear that story in the, you know, in the Deathly Hallows, both in.
Yeah.
So because obviously that story is all about the Deathly Hallows, and I think it was the first eldest brother who said who got the Elder Wand. This it was the second the middle brother, the second middle brother who got the Resurrection Stone, and the youngest brother got the Invisibility Cloak.
Mm-hmm.
And and the
Actually, I will send you one more thing.
one thing that was never answered was I get like the whole thing in Harry Potter was like the whole Master of Death thing was, but
Yeah.
it wasn't really something like you think it was a title you gained by gaining control of all three of the Deathly Hallows, but it wasn't. If you're the Master of Death, it just means you simply means you accept the inevitability of death.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Sorry, Moses. We might be jumping into spoiler territory. Sorry, Moses.
But hang on a minute. I'm a little behind in the chat. Hang on. I mentioned where Rod says I'd pop on if you have a weekend stream tomorrow on Sunday or Sunday. Well, maybe Rod, maybe. And then what's it? So, Dal, you heard of a capybara? I think I've heard of. Isn't that like some kind of animal from Africa? A capybara. And then again, guys, I've barely scratched the surface of Harry Potter. Okay, sorry, Moises. Yeah, well, we are going into spoiler territory with talking about, especially talking about like the deeper themes of like what happens in like, especially in Deathly Hallows, in the seventh book. It's like like it turns out what it really means to be the Master of Death, because it doesn't just mean it doesn't literally mean like getting all three Deathly Hallows. You'll become like death can never get you or anything like that. It just means if anything, it's the opposite. If you're the Master of Death, it just means you accept death. You accept the inevitability of death. You accept that one day you will die, and when it's time for you to die, you will just accept it.
Oh, Moses says he's lowered the volume. Moses says he's lowered the volume to prevent spoilers.
I have lowered the volume to prevent spoilers. Okay, all right. Sorry, Moses.
Okay. The last thing I'll say about that line of thinking is I did send you a link, Amazon link, Twitter DM.
An Amazon link for what?
Yes. Tales from Beetle the Bard.
Oh, right.
So you can look it up on Amazon.uk and you can find it.
Tales of Beetle the Bard. Okay, thanks.
You're welcome. It's a good read. They're fairy tales, but yeah, they're wizarding fairy tales. But it's a good read. I know the American version is only like 70, 80 pages, so it's not a long read either. It's very thick, very thin book. 70, 80 pages, something like that. Yeah.
Well, I'd imagine something like, I think something like that would be very thin, wouldn't it? It's not like
it's like 70, 80 pages.
It's just a collection. It's just a little collection of made up story, of little mini stories. It's not like one big. like one big story.
No,
Like
there's like 7 or 8 fairy tales in there, and one of which is the Deathly Hallows. I got
hmm,
that part of a 3 pack here in the states. One of which was the Book of Fantastic Beasts. It was about the
fantastic,
same size. The
fantastic
Book
beasts and
of
where to fantastic
no,
beasts and where to find them.
yes, no, the Book of Fantastic Beasts is what it was called.
The Book of
Long before the
Fantastic
movie,
Beasts.
yes, it was like a folio of different beasts in the Wizarding World.
I see, and I just noticed we have now I've now been live for a whole
Oh,
hour.
just topped over an hour. Yeah, an hour and one. Yeah,
So yeah, so there was a book that was released what before the original Harry Potter books called the Fantastic called
no, it was after after the Harry Potter books. It was
yeah. I
after
mean
the
there's
seventh book, but
I mean
long
there's
before
two
the movie Fantastic Beasts.
right yeah. There's I know this there are two book there were two books that J.K. Rowling
Mm-hmm.
also wrote that like either during or after the writing of the original Harry Potter books, and then one was called the Book of like Fantastic was called the original Fantastic Beasts book, and one was and the other one was Quidditch Through the Ages.
That was the third one in that set. Yeah, because it came as a set: Quidditch Through the Ages, the Book of Fantastic Beasts, and Tales from Beetle the Bard. I got that as a set. It was like it was like
I might
45,
have
50
those.
bucks. Yeah,
I might have those. I don't have the Tales of Beetle the Bard, but I might have. I think I might have the other two books, Quidditch Through the
yeah.
Ages and the Fantastic Beasts book.
I got that as a set. I got that as a set. It was like 45, 50 bucks many years ago. Many years ago.
Well, I've had those. Well, I've had those two books. I've had those two books for years.
Yeah, many years ago. Um, like 15 years ago or something like that. I got them.
It sounds about
Like
right.
50.
Yeah,
Yeah, about 15 years ago.
at least
I got that as a 3 set at Borders. Yeah.
I
So
don't
that was
even
a fun
remember.
pick. That was a fun pickup. Yeah.
I know I definitely have those books. I don't remember buying them though. It's been that long.
Yeah. Uh, I bought the first one because there was a woman at a used bookstore in my hometown, and she said, "Hey, you like Dungeons and Dragons? Yeah, you'll love the first Harry Potter book." And that's how I picked up Harry Potter. By then, Prisoner was already out, so I binged uh, Sorcerer's Stone / Philosopher's Stone, depending on where you live. Chamber of Secrets and Prisoner. I binged those 3 books
Right.
back
Philosopher's
to back
Stone,
to back. Yeah,
Philosopher's Stone, Chamber of Secrets, and Prisoner of Azkaban. You binge
I
read
binged
them
them.
all.
Yeah, I did.
Wow, wow.
Yeah, I did.
But that took a
Yeah.
while. And those are the three. And those are the three.
About 3.5.
And those are the three thinnest books of the series.
About 3.5, 4 weeks. I averaged about a week a book. Those 3, yeah.
Because like I said, because again, like I was telling you before, the Philosopher's Stone is the thinnest. Then it gets slightly thicker with a tiny bit thicker with Chamber of Secrets. Then Prisoner of Azkaban was a little thicker than that, and then it got properly thick. Started getting properly thick with Goblet of Fire, and then it got ridiculously thick with Order of the Phoenix, and then it kind of tapered out a little bit with Half-Blood Prince and Deathly Hallows.
Yeah, I remember Half-Blood Prince was definitely one of the not the thinnest, but definitely thinner than Deathly Hallows. I remember that correctly.
Yeah, Half-Blood Prince is it's a thick book about maybe slightly thicker than Goblet of Fire, but it's definitely thick, not as thick as Order of the Phoenix, and I think Deathly Hallows is probably slightly thinner than that.
Okay.
And that
Okay.
so it's not so Order the Phoenix is easily the thickest book in the set.
You said I remembered incorrectly on that one. I'm glad you corrected me on that one. Thank you. Yeah, we're not getting into spoilers anymore, Moises, okay? We're not getting into spoilers. We're just talking about book length, not what's in it.
You didn't talk about spoilers about Harry Potter. We're not talking. Yeah, we're not talking spoilers, Moises. We're just
Not anymore.
we're talking
Not
about
anymore.
how thick the books are, not what's actually in them.
We did talk about some spoilery stuff, though. We did. We both did, yeah.
Yeah,
Some of the deeper themes, yeah.
we did go into like some of the deeper theme stuff,
Yeah.
like
But we're not anymore now.
like the whole master, like I was saying, the master of death thing. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, one question that was never answered is it's like, what actually happens if you bring all three of the Deathly Hallows together? Because throughout all of the books, that never happened. We never saw the actually. I don't think we ever had all three of them together, except because because the Elder Wand, obviously for most of the books, Dumbledore had it because it was just his. We just knew it as his wand. We didn't know.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't know it was a Hallow. We didn't know it was the Elder. It was the Elder Wand yet. But
right.
And then of course Harry had the invisibility cloak throughout the books. And we weren't introduced to the Resurrection Stone until Half-Blood Prince. And then
bullshit. I have to call bullshit.
What? Why?
Hagrid picked it up at Gringotts.
No, what?
Oh wait,
no.
Yes, he did.
No. Hagrid didn't have the Resurrection Stone.
I've got you know what from you know who.
That was the Philosopher's Stone, not the Resurrection Stone. Are you talking about in the first book when he goes to Gringotts with Harry?
Mm-hmm.
That was the Philosopher's Stone, not the Resurrection Stone. Yeah.
Okay.
How could you think the Philosopher's Stone mistake the Resurrection Stone for the Philosopher's Stone in the first book? Come on. What else would Hagrid have taken out of that vault at Gringotts for Dumbledore? I mean, Dumbledore didn't even know he knew the stone existed, but he didn't have a clue where it was. What was in the vault at the beginning of the in the book was the Philosopher's Stone. Wait, we're not introduced to the Resurrection Stone until Half-Blood Prince, until we see Dumbledore with the ring of the ring of the Gaunts on his finger, with the Resurrection Stone embedded in it.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, and again, sorry, Moises. That's probably major spoilers right there. But yeah, you get but still, you get my point. The known point in the stories are all three of the Deathly Hallows actually in the possession of one person, because I mean, technically, Harry near the end of Deathly Hallows, Harry had technically had two of them, because he still had the invisibility cloak, obviously, but because he inherited that from his dad, and then he received the Resurrection Stone from Dumbledore in his will after he died.
Mm-hmm.
But
at one point, Harry had all three, but not at the same time.
Technically, Harry has possessed,
but not all at the same time.
He possessed all three, but he didn't have them all at the same time because he just dropped. Because after he used the stone on his way, when he was on his way to sacrifice himself, let Voldemort kill him, he used the Resurrection Stone to call back his parents, to call back Sirius, and Lupin, and a couple of other people, all the people he knew who had died, so they could basically take him.
Cedric.
Cedric, yeah, like all the people, all the people
I was trying to remember his name. Sorry.
all the people
I,
who he'd seen die, and like guide him on his final journey to face to Voldemort, let Voldemort kill him.
yeah, I was trying to think of Cedric's name. All I could think of was Twilight
But
Boy,
after
but I
but
couldn't think
after
of his
he
name.
after he did that, he just dropped the Resurrection Stone and left it there in the forest. So, so for all we know, it's still there, just lying on the ground in the Forbidden Forest.
Right. Way out of the reaches of Ron with all them spiders. Ron and
So
spiders.
yeah, and then of course after and that goes okay, sorry, major spoiler, after he beats Voldemort, he gets the Elder Wand. But
okay.
No, and that's a big change I hated in the movie. That Harry just broke the Elder Wand.
So
in the movie, that was only in the movie. Only in the movie he did that.
Yes.
In the book, he puts it back in Dumbledore's tomb.
Yep. Yep.
I absolutely hated that Harry did that.
I hate
the movie.
that shit. I hate. Oh,
they snapped it. I hated that. I mean, yeah. I mean, as much as I love the movies, there's a lot of things about them. Which are...
Okay, it was well done. That scene was well done. I didn't like it though.
No, I didn't either.
It was well done, but I didn't like it.
I wouldn't. Yeah, I'm not saying it wasn't well done. It was just like
it was not correct. It was definitely not correct.
I mean, yes, it's probably you could argue it's an easy solution. It's just the easy way out. Like get rid of the Elder Wand for good. But serious, that's not how it went down in the book at all.
Right.
He was supposed to.
That's a major knife twist. That's not a major knife twist that happened in the movie versus the. Okay, Moses. Go have sleep. Go have sleep.
I'm gonna go to sleep now. All right, Moses. Have a good sleep. I'll talk to you later.
Have good sleep, Moses. Yeah. That was a major knife twist in the movie versus the book. I definitely did not like.
There's a lot
definitely did not like.
As much as as I enjoyed.
Sorry, go.
Yeah, that was just like a major FU to the fans, like doing that.
Yeah, sorry, Moises. It just happened people were wrong today. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Moises. It just happened people were on.
I just couldn't.
I'm really sorry, Moises.
That kind of ruined the whole. In fact, that kind of ruined the movie for me when he saw Harry do that.
It was a kick to the nuts in the end. Yeah, it really was to me. It was a kick to the nuts.
And that's not the only thing in the final film. That's not the only thing in the final film that kind of ruined it for me. It's like, I mean, the way Voldemort finally died in the movie was far too overdramatic and ridiculous. I mean, seeing him just disintegrate into nothing. No, that's not how he died in the book. That didn't happen. He just died like a regular man.
Yeah.
He just
in the end, that's what he was.
Like I said, his killing curse backfired, and he just died. That was it. He just died. He just simply died. He didn't disintegrate.
Right.
Because
it just rebounded. Rebounded on him because everything all came crashing in on him. Yeah, and just died.
He just simply died because that was the point of the scene, because he's like the way he just simply drops dead because it just simply dies, and because that's just showing, oh, he's nothing special anymore. He's just a regular man now. So
right.
So he can just simply die like a regular man.
that was the part of gathering and destroying the
That
Horcruxes.
was the whole point of destroying the Horcruxes, to make him mortal
Yes,
again.
yes. And then they switched it up and made it some supernatural thing where, well, I hate to use the word supernatural in this case, but yeah, he's based some supernatural. Okay, he disintegrates. There's just dying.
Yeah,
You know?
I mean having him just disintegrate like that was just like, ugh. I was like, what the hell are you doing? It's like that's just showing him it's like Voldemort wasn't an ordinary man. There was something there was I mean yes, he was like he wasn't an ordinary man because he cut his soul into so many pieces,
He split
but
his soul so many times. Yeah,
yeah, he split. He literally cut up his soul like seven times intentionally, and an eighth time accidentally.
yeah.
But once all of his Horcruxes were destroyed, he was just a regular mortal man again, and he could literally actually die like a regular man, and that was the point. But the movie ruined that.
Rafe finds in that final scene, he he sold the death that they turned into a disintegrate. It was just look at his face, you know what I mean? The way he acted, the way he finds, the way he acted, his face. He
Yeah.
sold the death scene that they turned into a disintegrate because you see him. Oh shit! I'm gonna die in his face. But they turned it into disintegrate instead, and I was like, that was definitely not needed. Thank you much.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the disintegrating thing really was just overdoing it.
yeah,
It was
yeah,
ridiculous.
yeah. They should have kept it as a death.
It should have just been an ordinary death.
I mean, definitely not ordinary, but there should have been some sort of magical backlash, but not a disintegrate.
Yeah,
Like a concussion wave or something.
his
That's it.
curse would have backfired, but having him disintegrate like that was overdoing it. He should have just simply, just like at this moment, it's like, oh shit, I'm gonna die, and then he just simply drops dead. He shouldn't have disintegrated.
No, no, I say slightly different is in my opinion. Uh, yeah, the body just simply dies instead of disintegrates. There's some sort of magical like concussion wave of everything backfiring on him. You know what I mean?
Right.
I could have seen that would have been a lot better than a disintegrate, because it's putting emphasis on everything backfiring on him.
I
You know what I
I
mean?
I guess that works.
That would have been a lot. That would have been a lot better.
Theming
A
wise.
lot for the movie. It would have been a lot better than a disintegrate. But the body just simply dying, I could see, but like a concussion wave afterward of everything backfiring on him.
Because again, that's what I mean. This, oh god, after, I gotta tell you, after not just Deathly Hallows, but all of the movies. I mean, the first two movies were pretty faithful to the books, in my opinion, and
Yeah,
if for
yeah,
a few little changes. But Prisoner of Azkaban was, for the most part, but there were definitely differences in it. But Goblet of Fire, oh my god, the horrendous differences that were made in the movies from then on were just too much. They took so many liberties. It was insane.
yeah. I don't remember the book from Goblet. I remember the movie a lot better than the book from Goblet onward.
But trust me on this. They butchered the book in the Goblet of Fire film. Butchered it.
Mm-hmm.
As
far as the book for Half Blood,
I think of all. Yeah, I think
there's only really one scene in the book that really stood out to me in Half Blood. There's only really one scene.
one scene in which one? Half-Blood Prince?
Half-Blood Prince, yeah.
The,
The
let me
kiss.
guess. Like, oh.
I was sitting in a diner. It was like 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm reading Half-Blood. I literally screamed at the top of my lungs, yes.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
What? The kiss between Harry and Cho Chang?
Yeah.
That was that was in Order of the Phoenix, I think.
That was Order?
That wasn't Half-Blood Prince. That was Order of the Phoenix because that was when that kiss happened in the Room of Requirement, and that was during the time when they were using it for Dumbledore's army, and so that was in Order of the Phoenix, not Half-Blood Prince.
Okay, sorry.
But
I was confused those two. For the books. I was confused those two. Like I just said that earlier. I confused them. Yeah. But it was
anyway,
like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. I screamed.
Speaking of Half-Blood Prince, there's a lot of things in it in Half-Blood Prince which are just too just like what the hell are they doing? Is this Harry Potter or is it just some soapy teen drama?
Well, that thing was really starting to come onto the scene. So back then, well, think about it. Twilight was right about then. So that kind of thing was coming onto the scene. That thing was coming onto the scene. So
yeah. I hate Twilight with a passion. I absolutely
don't forget who died in Goblet. Twilight Boy died in Goblet. Before Twilight. Twilight Boy died in Goblet. Cedric.
What the guy? The kid the guy who played Cedric Diggory in Goblet of Fire. He was in Twilight.
Yes, it was Edward.
Oh my God! Really?
Yes. Yep. Twilight Boy. Yep.
The vampire from Twilight was played Cedric Diggory.
Yep. I can't remember the actor's name, but yeah, it's the same actor. Yeah.
God.
Twilight Boy. Oh yeah.
At least, well, sucks for him because Voldemort killed him.
Yeah.
Well, technically, everyone says Voldemort killed him, but technically Peter Pettigrew killed him because he used
Peter
Voldemort.
Did, yeah.
Peter killed him, but he used Voldemort's wand to do it.
Mm-hmm. It was Peter holding the wand. Yeah.
It was Peter Pettigrew holding the wand when Cedric was killed.
Yep. Because the wand is a tool, but it was Voldemort's wand, but it was Peter using it.
Yeah. As we find out, it was Voldemort's wand that was used to kill him, but it was Peter. It was Peter who actually did it on Voldemort's orders.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because at least that part of the film is pretty much the same as the book. Kill the spare, Avada Kedavra. That was the same as the book.
Yes. I remember that. Yeah. I remember that. Yeah. It was shortly thereafter as when Twilight came out. Because I drew that comparison in my mind. Hey, wait a minute. He died so he could be in Twilight. Okay. Because it was like a year or so later, a year or so after Goblet of Fire came out. The movie Goblet of Fire came out is when Twilight came out. I'm gonna look that up right now.
The year Twilight came out was the same year Goblet of Fire came out.
No, it was like a year later.
So yeah, there's a lot of so basically in conclusion, there's a lot of things. I enjoy the movies, but there's a lot of things about them I think why the hell did they do this? It's like Why are the movies so different? Why is there so much cringe in this? Especially in
Oh,
Half Blood Prince.
okay. I am wrong. It was 2005 for Goblet of Fire, 2008 for Twilight,
Ah, right.
and it
So he was
was
so he was in Goblet of Fire first, right?
yeah. And his name is where are you? Uh,
Hey, did you? Speaking of which, did you know you can actually use the unforgivable curses in Hogwarts Legacy?
someone mentioned that. Yeah, I didn't. Obviously, I don't play it, but where are you?
The fact is, you can use the unforgivable
Okay.
curses, including Avada Kedavra. The killing.
I think it was actually Potato mentioned that.
Yeah. He did mention that to me. He did mention that a while ago, and I was like when the game before the game was properly released, and I was like, wait, what? You can use the unforgivable curses in this game without repercussions. because in the world of Harry Potter, use any one of the unforgivable curses, you'll end up in Azkaban for life.
Yeah, I can't find who it is. His name. Sorry, I'm looking something up now. Where are you?
There's actually I think that there's some people out there who argue why are the unforgivable curses labeled as unforgivable in the first place? Because yes, they're evil curses for sure, but there's plenty of other spells that can do a lot worse to your body physically than those three curses. I mean, the
Right.
Cruciatus curse, for example, that causes you unbelievable pain.
Yep.
But there's plenty of spells out there that can do a lot worse to you. Like the Bombarda curse could literally could rip you to pieces, literally. And there's there's spells like Confringo that could make you explode. You can do all kinds of horrible things. There's a lot of spells out there that can do a lot worse to your body than just simply causing you pain or kill or just calling you instant death.
Mm-hmm. The Bombard was Half Blood, right?
The what? The what?
Bomb. I always
Bombarda?
mispronounce it. Bomb. Yeah, that was in Half Blood, right?
It, it may have been, yeah.
He found it in the textbook. Yeah.
Oh, wait, you're talking about the spell that Harry found in the
Yeah.
book that caused those slashes to Malfoy.
Yeah.
That wasn't Bombarda. That was Sectum Sempra.
Thank you.
That and Snape invented that spell himself.
That was in the textbook. Yeah. That he wrote in the margins. Yeah.
I mean, that was yes, yeah, that's right. The Half Blood turns out the Half Blood Prince. Big spoiler. Half Blood Prince was Snape the whole time.
So Agatha all along. It was Snape all along.
It was Snape the whole time. It was.
Sorry, that was a Marvel reference that you didn't get.
A Marvel reference to what?
I said Agatha all along. That was a Marvel reference you didn't get. Sorry.
I probably didn't get it. No. Was that from
it was from
that's not,
WandaVision.
I never watched WandaVision.
That's why I said sorry you didn't get it. Yeah.
I thought of watching it, but then I heard, but then I think I heard from like how the series ended. I'm just like, nah. Just,
Okay, WandaVision is a requirement for Multiverse of Madness, Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. It is a requirement for that.
right. Well, honestly,
Which I
well,
don't. I do not like that. I don't like that
yeah.
because
Why do you need?
there's only been so it's like Endgame, Infinity War was a requirement for Endgame. But that's really the only one that's a requirement for. You know what I mean? A TV show is a requirement for a movie. I don't like
That's
that.
yeah. That's just
I don't like that.
having. I mean, having TV series tied into the MCU is one thing, but having a whole TV series you have to watch to get the full story of one of them of a movie. No,
To get the basis of the movie, you have to watch that TV show. Really?
the whole point of a movie is that it should be able to stand completely on its own.
Yeah, yeah. Up until I would say Endgame. Seriously, right to the very end of Endgame. That's it. Everything else is you can hop in anywhere.
Yeah,
But Infinity War was a requirement for Endgame, obviously.
Infinite.
But that's really the only one.
Infinity War. Yeah,
yeah, was a requirement for Endgame. But that's really it.
I stopped watching the MCU movies a long time ago. Way before Endgame ever happened.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, it's been a long time since I've even bothered watching any of the MCU movies.
Right up until Endgame, with a couple of exceptions, everything was good to me. Really good, with a couple of exceptions. That really not
I mean,
really
I think my favorite two. If there's any of the MCU movies I would happily go back and rewatch, it's definitely the first one, Iron Man, and the first Iron Man
that
film,
was awesome.
and the first Avengers film.
That was unheard of until then. That one created. Oh yeah, I mean yes, Iron Man created the MCU, but the first Avengers really sunk it in. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean,
top tier top tier A-list characters and actors in the same movie. It had never been done before like that.
Yeah, I mean the first
the first Avengers.
I mean you could technically argue that there was the Incredible Hulk movie before Iron Man, but because like Tony Stark makes a cameo appearance in this after credit scene at the end, but really the first the first true MCU movie was Iron Man.
Yes. Oh yeah.
And it was a really good movie. I really liked it.
Oh, I loved it.
And
especially at the end, he's sitting in a donut, having a donut. I love that. Sitting in a donut, having a donut. Oh yeah, I love that. At the end. What is this Avengers in this? Yeah, eating a donut. Yeah.
Sitting having a donut. When was
sitting in a donut, eating a donut? Yeah, that was Iron Man. I think it was the end credit, if not the end of the movie. Yeah, he's sitting in a donut, having a donut, talking to, oh god, what the hell's his name?
Was it you mean the guy from Shield, the head of Shield?
I can't think of his name. I can't think of
Nick Fury. Nick Fury.
Thank you. He's talking to Fury, eating a donut in a donut. Yeah. Do you remember that scene?
Of course, yeah, I remember that. It's like
that's my favorite scene in the whole movie. Seriously.
I am Iron Man. Who the hell are you? Nick Fury, Director of Shield. Director of Shield.
Yeah.
I mean, God, Samuel L. Jackson as Nick Fury. Just awesome, awesome, pure awesomeness.
Okay. The best scene that Nick Fury has, in my opinion, in the entire MCU, up to and including Endgame, I'm not going to go past Endgame, is a quick flashback in Endgame. This is not a spoiler. You saw Infinity War, right?
No.
Oh, never mind then.
And
Never mind.
go ahead and tell. Go ahead and tell me. Go ahead and tell me.
Okay.
I don't really. I don't care about seeing these movies. I really don't.
Okay. Right before Nick Fury gets dusted, he goes, because you feel it coming out. He goes, "Mother!" Instead of motherfucker, he goes, "Mother!" Because that's one of Samuel Jackson's favorite lines.
I know, right?
He gets "Mother!" and he dusts. Yeah. That's my favorite line from Nick Fury in the entire MCU.
Seriously, that's
in character for Samuel L. Jackson, not for the actor, not for the character, for the actor. Mother,
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I had no idea about that.
Yeah.
Because like I said, I haven't watched the MCU movies. I haven't watched any of them in a long time, and frankly, I don't really care. I don't at this point. I don't care to anymore.
Okay. Fair enough. You watching the Star Wars shows?
The Oh, you mean like the Mandalorian?
Boba Fett and Mandalorian? Yeah.
Well, you might remember a while ago I reviewed Book of Boba Fett. Right.
I was there for that. That's right.
You were there for that.
I was there for that. Yeah. Yes, I forgot that. Sorry. I did a lot of drugs when I was younger. I forget shit easily. When I was like 25, 30 years younger, I did a lot of drugs. I forget things very easily now. I killed so many brain cells. It's not even funny. I killed so many. Yeah. I forget things easily nowadays.
Anyway.
What about Mandalorian? Are you following it?
I know you remember. I did. Like I said, I reviewed the Book of Boba Fett, and frankly, I couldn't. I thought it was awful. I thought it was awful, absolutely awful. Except for
it was
because it was especially the first few episodes because they were just so boring. That was the only word for them. They were boring.
I want to say episode 5 or 6. Did you see the whole book?
I did. I watched all of it for the reviews.
Okay. The one where Mando shows up is the best one.
Oh yeah. The first the
one where Mando shows up.
Episodes like 5 and 6 when it moves away from Book of Boba Fett and becomes literally just another episode of The Mandalorian. It was like and yeah, those were good. Those episodes were good with The Mandalorian, and then we saw
especially the first scene in the meat locker with Darksaber. Oh yeah. That first scene.
God.
Oh yeah.
I love the scenes with the Darksaber were absolutely
the first scene of his first episode in Book of Fett in the meat locker. Oh yeah, he stole that. Oh
he did absolutely. That was fantastic.
Oh yeah,
that was awesome beyond awesome.
I call those 2 episodes the Mandalorian 2.5.
The Mandalorian 2. That makes sense because that's what they were. That's what they are. They're not Boba Fett episodes. They are just Mandalorian episodes, really.
Mandalorian 2.5. Yeah.
Because it really was. There was. I think those episodes were originally supposed to be in The Mandalorian, but they shoehorned them into Book of Boba Fett.
I think so. I think so too. The way they felt. I don't remember the back shadow that was going on back then, but the way they felt, I think so too.
But anyway, yeah. Well, and speaking of the
Oh,
Mandalorian,
what about season 3?
I did
Sorry.
watch, I did watch the first 2 seasons of the Mandalorian. I did,
Okay. What
and
about season 3 so far?
I actually quite liked season 1, and
Okay.
the end of season 2 was good, but I'm I'm not as I don't like them as much anymore because the Book of Boba Fett kind of ruined the Mandalorian.
Mando season 3. I think it's only the first
And
episode out.
I know the first they released the first episode of that now. Mandalorian season 3.
Yep, that was this week. Yeah,
I've not
that was
seen
this
it.
week.
I've
Yeah.
not seen it.
Okay. It does pick
I haven't
up.
seen it.
It does pick up
I mean,
the
I mean,
feel
I
of
mean,
Mando.
I actually don't have. I haven't got Disney Plus right now.
Okay. Okay. I'm not gonna give a spoiler in case you watch it, but it does pick up the feel of Mandalorian back again instead of the feel of Boba Fett. Does that make sense to you? Because Boba Fett had a completely different feeling, and Mandalorian seasons 1 and 2 had a different feeling compared to Boba Fett. But Mando
Oh,
season 3 episode 1 picks up the feel of Mandalorian again.
it does really.
Yes. Oh yes. Oh yes. You know this is a Mandalorian episode versus Boba Fett. You know the way it feels.
Yeah, it definitely had a.
I'm
Yeah,
not just the scenery and everything, the feel of it.
the feel of it, right?
Yeah. Jon Favreau severely outdid himself in this first episode. Seriously.
Well, like
Okay.
I said, I haven't seen it, and
Yeah.
frankly, I'm not sure if I'm gonna bother watching it because
Okay.
the way things are with, well, not necessarily, not just with Star Wars, not necessarily all of Disney, just
Mhm.
because frankly, at this point, I'm rather sick and tired of just constantly hearing Disney bad all the time.
So am I. I live here in the States, so I hear a lot of it regarding Florida because of Disney. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And the governor of Florida being at war with Disney and everything. Yeah, I'm tired of that too.
Yeah,
Trust me.
yeah.
That's all over the news, all over my national news. Oh yeah, I'm done with that.
I am so tired of all of that. I just want, like, I'm just like at this point. Okay, I'm just like fine, whatever. If I want to tune into, if I want to watch something on Disney Plus, I will. If I don't like it, I don't. That's my business.
But I was gonna say, try to put yourself in my shoes. I'm here in the States. National news covers the politics that are going down in Florida, the state of Florida, where Disney World is,
Right.
and the governor of Florida, being at war with Disney right now.
Yeah.
So it's all over the freaking place on my national news.
Right.
And they play that shit all time.
Well, I don't.
On MSNBC. So yeah,
Well, for
I'm
the
really
sake,
tired of it.
yeah, I can imagine you are. I mean, most of the time, I try and avoid. These days, I try and avoid the news as much as possible because it just drives me insane.
I'm almost 1,000 miles from Disney World, and I don't want to hear about it anymore. Okay,
I know exactly what you mean. I'm just sick to. I'm sick to death of not just the whole thing with in Florida, but I'm sick of the whole Disney bad thing altogether. I'm so tired of hearing it over and over and over. No offense. I mean, look at like for example, the biggest, probably the biggest, or one of the biggest, is like I'm not sure if I want to name names here, but look at Doomcock. Look at Doomcock. I mean, I love the guy. I love the guy. I really do love the guy, and I support him. I support him 100%. I support him wholeheartedly. But I even probably I was like, I was in an Arch Villain stream of his a couple like last week, and I was just like, and I was talking to one of the other people there. I was like, I'm just actually, he actually read this comment I put, um, to it wasn't to him, it was to someone else, and I was saying like, I'm so tired of hearing Disney bad over and over again, and he says like, he says like, he's tired. I'm tired of. He says I'm tired of hearing him slag off Disney. Well, I'm sorry to say this, but there's a lot more coming.
Yeah. Here in the States, I put in the private what we call Florida. And we pronounce it.
Wait a minute.
It's in the private, yeah. That's the way we pronounce it up here, anyway. Well, duh.
Right, Florida. Right. I think if you ask me, I think Florida's. I don't do politics on this channel. I don't do politics, but let me just say this. I think what the guy in Florida is doing, he's doing the right thing. He's doing what the rest of the country should be doing.
Oh, Jedi Bill, you snuck in. Hello, good morning, Jedi Bill.
Oh, Jedi Bill, good to see you. This is a pleasant surprise seeing you here, yeah. Jedi Bill.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Look,
I'm sorry, Mr. Stream. I'm sorry, Mr. Stream from my Arizona, Jedi Bill. You're a live stream. Yesterday, I think it was. He was streaming forever and a half. Yesterday, I think it was yesterday.
He was.
Or was it Wednesday? Yeah, it was either Thursday, Wednesday. He was streaming forever and a half.
Well, the fact is, I haven't been the last several days, the past week. I haven't been doing that much except playing Hogwarts Legacy. I've been so obsessed with it, and so I've barely been doing anything else. So, and especially not tuning in for live streams. That's so. If anyone out there's been wondering, like, where's Dolly? Where have I been? That's what I've been doing. I've been obsessively playing Hogwarts Legacy.
Yeah. I'm looking at it right now. Because you started your Hogwarts Legacy live stream. You're calling it Chapter 2? 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, that's around the time I first got my PlayStation 5 and got the game.
I was gonna say you must have picked up shortly before that because it says Chapter 2. And that was...
Chapter 2.
Yep. It doesn't give me the exact date. It just says 2 weeks ago.
I think the reason I put that is because because I'd progressed through so much of the story that I think it moved on to the next chapter of the story. Because interesting thing about Hogwarts Legacy is as you progress through the game, as you play through specifically as you play through the story. Once you complete certain parts of the story, of the main story, mm-hmm. The season changes in the Wizarding World. I think it goes from like summer to autumn to winter and then to spring.
Are you kidding me? You're part 5, 12 days ago? 7.5 hours you did that?
I know. It's insane, right? I mean, that's my longest live stream ever.
I was gonna say it's gotta be. If not, it's gotta be. If not, I was like, holy crap, what the hell? You do a longer one than that? But yeah, that's 7.5 hours. Damn.
I know. I never thought I would do a live stream that long ever again. But once I got started. But once got started with Hogwarts Legacy and doing that stream, I couldn't stop. So, then once I realized I'd been doing this all day, and actually
Literally seven
and
and a
I,
half hours. Literally
and
all day.
I'd actually beaten I'd not just beaten my best ever longest live stream record of my longest ever live stream. I actually smashed it almost 7.5 hours, which is an hour longer than the previous longest live stream I ever did. Almost an hour. And I'd never streamed for that long before. And that was just because I was playing Hogwarts Legacy so heavily.
Yeah. I'm scrolling through some of your live streams right now, and I'm like, you've got a lot that are around an hour and a half, 2 hours, a lot that are 3 hours. You know,
Yeah.
1 4 hour.
Yeah, because the general rule. I mean, I actually made it I've tried going streaming for that long before, and I just thought, no, I can't do this. So I actually made an announcement. It's gonna be a rule that that my streams wouldn't go longer than 3 hours. And then because playing Hogwarts Legacy, playing a game, and it's just like it was like it's just suddenly like the time just flew by, and I couldn't believe I actually did it. Actually pulled it off. I actually did it.
Yeah.
Stream for that long.
Oh, here it is. Over a year ago, 6.5, 6 hours 24.
That's right. Almost. That's right. That was originally the record for how long for my longest live stream, like almost 6.5 hours, and then playing Hogwarts Legacy. I think I broke that record twice, because like it's like the third time.
I got a 5 hour stream from you on 100 sub. Your 100 sub stream was 5 hours.
Oh, great. Oh, great.
What's up?
I think there's someone. Someone's outside my room using the vacuum cleaner.
Oh, is that what it is? I was trying to figure out what it is.
You can hear this. Can you hear that noise in the background?
Yeah, it's like an undertone. It's like it's below your voice, so it's not overwhelming. But you can hear it though.
That's the sound of the vacuum cleaner. Someone's using the vacuum cleaner.
Okay. It sounds like your door is shut and whatnot, but
it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
My door is shut.
It sounds like your door is shut though. Yeah. So it's like undertone kind of thing, but not major to bass kind of thing. Oh, they're moving away. Okay.
It'll be up. It'll probably just we have a cleaning lady who comes to our house every Friday.
Okay. And she does the vacuuming and
yeah, she does
like that.
She does the vacuuming. She does the vacuuming, dusting, general cleaning, that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Oh, nice. So, it's been forever since I talked to you. You know about some of my physical disabilities, right?
You've probably mentioned them. Yeah.
I have to walk with a walker because of the neuropathy is really bad, and I fall a lot because of the neuropathy.
Oh.
There's a lot of like house cleaning and things like that I can't do because it requires me to stand in one place with not be able to hold onto a counter or anything. I've got a homemaker now.
Right.
I've got a homemaker now, so to be able to help me with things like that.
That's good.
And you know what this is?
Is that like a personal alarm or something?
It's a life alert.
Oh,
So if I fall, it sets off the sensor. It alerts EMS, emergency medical services, EMS, to
right,
that I've fallen.
right.
So
Right. I
yeah,
see.
yeah. So that's relatively new still. Um, let's see. I got out of the hospital Christmas Eve, and it was mid January. I got this. I got the homemaker like 3 weeks ago, mid February, early February, a couple weeks later. Yeah.
Right.
So I haven't seen you in forever. So I was like, I don't think you know yet. So I better tell him.
Yeah, and again, it's because I've been
So I've really talked to you. Yeah.
playing again because I've been playing well it was due to other things, but mostly recently I've always been playing because I've been playing Hogwarts Legacy so much. I haven't really been doing anything else. I've been letting a lot of things get away from me because like I said, I've been obsessed with this game.
And before that, I really wasn't hopping in your live streams. You do an inscription. So I really wasn't hopping in the
I
chat for that.
was That's right, yeah. Inscription. I'm pretty much done with that.
Okay.
Inscription. Yeah, yeah, that's all. Yeah, I played through the whole game for those streams. I mean, I could I could do some more with that because Inscription has this add-on that they did for it. It's called Casey's Mod, which is like it's like a literally like a modified version of the first act of the main game.
But it's an add-on. You said like a DLC.
Well, I think it was kind of an add-on because they released it in a beta state at
Okay.
first because they were like developing it.
Mm-hmm.
They released it to let people could add it and test it and as they were developing it. But now they've properly um, they've finished developing it, and then they just added it straight to the full game.
Oh, as part of the regular game, not as DLC. Okay.
It's
I was
not. Yeah, no,
confused on that
yeah.
one.
I don't think it's a no. I don't think it's a DLC anymore. I think it was a kind of a DLC at first, but I don't think it's a DLC anymore. I think it's now actual part of the game when you first buy it. Now, the full
Okay.
version of
Okay.
it,
Okay.
and it's yeah. Basically, it's no, yeah. It's not like I said, it's not part of the main game, but you have to complete the main game to unlock it,
Mm-hmm.
and then and then once you get into it, there's lots of challenges. There's lots
Sorry,
of
my shoulder doesn't like me sometimes. Sorry.
uh, it's okay. You know, there's lots of levels and lots of challenges you can unlock as you play through it, and through and each time you beat each level, you get
Mm-hmm.
like this. I think you get what's called these developers logs, which was supposedly written by the creator of the game, this woman called Casey Hobbs, who well he she didn't create the real life game, but she created the game in the story of the game. If you get what I'm saying.
Okay. Okay.
Basically, yeah, you get these developers logs written from this woman called Casey Hobbs, and that's why why it's called Casey's Mod.
Oh, shoot.
But yeah, basically it's act the actual gameplay. It's act one of the game, but on an endless loop. You can just play it. You can just play through it as many times as you like.
Okay.
But yeah, so you can. I mean, I mean, that's kind of how. Well, that's kind of how Act One of the main game was, with but obviously there's a solution there to actually beat the first act and move on to the second act.
Okay. Sorry, I'm looking up something to see if I can recommend it to you or not.
I mean, I'm not. I mean, again, I'm not sure. I mean, like technically, I have finished my streams of Inscription, but I could go back and stream Casey's mod as well. But I think once it's probably better once I've finished streaming like the other playthroughs of Hogwarts Legacy, then I'm gonna move on to something else.
Okay. Sorry, I'm typing and trying to figure out how to. There it is. Okay. See if I can recommend this game to you or not. Yes, I know how old it is. What PlayStations do you have?
You mean specifically what?
What systems? PlayStation what? I know you have 5.
I have a play. I have a PlayStation. I have a play. Well, obviously, I recently got my PlayStation 5.
Yep.
And I've also got I've also got a PlayStation 4.
Okay.
What? Why is this game for? Is this game for an older console or something?
Yeah. I'm seeing if you can play it anywhere else. Hello, I think it's on Steam.
Is it on? Is this game? I have an Xbox One as well.
It's also on Steam.
Okay, so what game is it?
Myst. MYST.
Mist.
Yeah. I knew it was a PlayStation 1 game, but I was like, oh, they put it on Steam. It's on Steam. You can play it.
If it's on Steam, then yes, I can probably play it.
Yeah. I don't know how much it costs, but I'm sure it's not a free one. Because
I'm gonna I'll look this up. Let's see.
Later on, yeah.
Let's see. Mist.
Just like save it in a tab or your notepad or something. Myst on Steam, yeah.
Okay, I've got a couple of results here. There's Mist. There's something called Mist Masterpiece Edition. And then
just one Myst on Steam, yeah.
And then there's another one here called Myst 3 Exile.
Play the first one first. Trust me.
Yeah, the first. Well, okay. This game is not free. It actually costs quite a lot.
How much does it cost in
23 pounds 79.
Oh God! Oh God! That's expensive for a Steam game.
Oh my God! It is. That's very expensive.
Oh my God! I'm sorry to recommending that to you. Oh my God! I had no idea how much it would cost.
23 pounds. Yeah, that's a
nearly 24 pounds. Yeah. Oh my God! I did not realize how much it cost. Sorry.
And that's just the regular. And that's just the regular version of the game. I'd hate to see what
that's the first one, yeah.
One costs. Let's have a look. Let's So yeah,
Ooh. I found it on eBay for $6.50. Mist, the PC version. It's a disc, of course. So
the classic Myst experience with point-and-click controls released as a remaster of the original in 2000. It seems an adventure. Okay, this is weird. This there's the regular Myst, which costs over, which is 23 over like 23 pounds, almost 24 pounds, and then there's the one called the Masterpiece Edition, which is £3.99, 4 pounds.
Okay, I put in the private chat the link to the PC version on eBay, which is disc, of course. So you're welcome. It's only $6.50 US, so I have no idea what that converts to. So
$6.50.
Yeah.
Myst Masterpiece Edition piece. Okay, I've got a. This is a problem.
What's the problem? You can use debit cards, can't you? You can use debit cards.
No, the problem's not paying for it. The problem is that it's on a disc. My laptop doesn't have a disc player.
Oh, you have a tower? A desktop, I mean.
We do have a desktop in the house, but it's down. But it's not my computer. It's the family's. It's downstairs in the
PC, yeah.
It's down. It's the work. It's the work computer. It's downstairs in the study. It's not up here in my room. I've just got my laptop.
It's the family PC. Okay.
It's the family PC. Yeah. Everyone uses it.
Okay. I'll see what I can find here. Oh, that's the PCL has disk. What kind of phone do you have? Apple or Android?
Apple. I have an iPhone.
Alrighty then.
Yeah, I've been a bit of a.
Cost.
I suppose you could say I've been a bit of an Apple loyalist for a while, and who's coming in here?
Just a minute, Paul.
Uh-oh.
The guy who's wants to get some blinds.
Dad, I'm live streaming right now. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to mute myself here for a moment.
Okay.
What the hell? I don't know what the hell that was about.
Okay. Send this to yourself like an email or something. So you can grab it on your phone.
I do have I do have an email, but
send this to yourself through email so you can grab it on your phone. There's the link to the app, the Apple app for Myst.
You can get this game in the App Store.
In the App Store, right. Yeah. There's a link for the Apple Store, yeah, for the app.
Let me have a look.
I have no idea how much it costs or anything like that, but they wouldn't tell me on that. Yeah.
Okay, I got something here. Myst Mobile, is that the right one?
It just says Myst, MYST. It's a large M in like a cloudy background, like a sky background with clouds. Oh, yeah. $30.
30. What? No, that
The
can't
app
be
is
right.
30. Oh my God. The app is $30.
There's a few
It
different.
says.
Really? Because there's a few. Okay, let me follow this link you sent me. Good lord. Yeah, yeah, you're
I
right.
had no idea what cost it.
It is $30.
$30.
It is $30. Yeah, which is weird to me because I just typed Mist into the App Store on my phone and it came up with something called Mist Mobile and and I can get it for free.
Oh, okay. Even better. Shit.
I mean, if it's the same, I don't know if it's the same game or not, but it looks like this. It looks like the same game, but
Awesome. You got it on your computer?
it says like there's a free. So it looks like okay. So it looks like there is a
Free app?
free. There's a couple of things here called Mist, and there's like the one you're looking for. Yeah, the M with the cloudy background. That looks like I said, it's called Mist Mobile, and
Okay.
it looks like you can get it. You can just download it for free. It just says get. There's no price, but it also says in-app purchases. It says in-app purchases as well.
Free to play, pay to win.
So that's what it looks like. And wow, I just realized
2 hours.
This game's now been
2
going
hours?
for over 2 hours.
Oh, 212. Holy crap. 212. Oh wow. Oh wow.
Yeah. And that probably means I'll most likely want to stop around probably around 2.5 or at least or want to stretch it, maybe take it up to 3 hours.
I won't be here for 3 hours. Because I'm expecting to call anytime after 10:30, and it's 9:54. So anytime after 10:30, I'm waiting for a phone call.
And it's
9:54. So sorry.
So it looks like there's a few. Okay, well anyway, it looks like for this Mist game, there's a couple. Looks like there's a couple of different options I can follow.
Mm-hmm.
I can get it off Steam. I can follow. I don't think I should try and. I don't know if I should try and get it from the link you sent me. Because
yeah, that's $30. Holy crap! Holy crap! That's $30. Holy crap! I had no idea. I'm sorry how much it would cost. Holy crap! That was a lot.
But again, it looks like that. I think looks like that's just in the. That's just in the US App Store, because in the UK one.
Okay.
Because in the UK one, there's a version of it that's free to download.
Okay. Free to play, pay to win, kind of thing.
I'm guessing so. Yeah.
That's what we call it, right? Free to play, pay to win. Yeah.
Which sucks because I hate those kind of games.
I hate most of them too. Because they entice you. Oh, in order to do this big old thing, you need to pay money. Yeah.
If you want to wait, you don't want to wait 24 hours. Pay more money. Ugh, exactly.
Yeah,
I got suckered in by those games. So yeah, it cost me so much money. I got in big trouble with my parents over that. Over
Okay.
that, and I just don't. I do not play games like that at all anymore. I hate games like that.
Slight confession. Confession time. When I got my disability, my Social Security disability, I got a back pay, and it was considerable amount of money, almost $17,000. I did things like I did things like buy a computer, a printer, a nice TV, things like that, you know. And then I had around $1,200 still sitting around. A Facebook app game. Guess how much I blew on on one particular Facebook app game?
Oh, I dread to think. Five grand.
Oh no, not that much. $1,300. Yeah,
1,300
yeah,
on one game.
one game. Yeah,
That's insane.
yeah. My friends at the time, even my sister, were like, "How the hell did you do that in the game? We'll pay for it." How much did you pay to do that? Oh, about $1,300. Oh God! Oh God! You know you're addicted to this freaking game, right?
Good Lord, that is just nuts. That is insane.
That was stupid. That was stupid. That was really stupid of me. Really freaking stupid.
Yeah, definitely stupid. I mean, like I said, I didn't spend nearly nearly that much, but I did spend too much.
A considerable amount of money. Considerable amount of money, yeah. Considerable amount of money, huh?
I don't go near game these days. I don't go near games like that.
There's only one game I play that's like that, but I don't pay money for it.
If I have to pay for a game, I'd rather pay for it when I initially buy it. Pay for it once, and then play it as much as I want. I can get, but paying downloading it, being able to play it for free, but then literally paying to play it. No. Paying for it once is enough.
There's one browser game that I play, only one, and it's free to play, but you can buy perks. They don't make you buy the perks. You know, you can play without the perks in the game. You know, but
right.
You can play without them, and also you can do online surveys in the game itself to earn points to be able to buy the perks. So you can do that too.
Right.
But if you don't want to do that, you can pay, but they don't force you to pay to be able to get the perks.
Well, they don't.
I like that.
They don't force you to pay. That's fine, I guess.
Right. I like that. I do like that. This particular game this particular browser game I've been playing for almost 14 years. I've been playing this browser game. I've been playing it forever.
Right.
14 years.
If there's a game that if there's a game I can download for free, but don't necessarily have to pay. I can, if there's the option to pay for stuff, but you don't have to advance it. Then I'm okay with that. That's fine. that's fine because I mean the best two. There are two games I can think of that you can pay for stuff in it, but you don't have
Mm-hmm.
to because
Mm-hmm.
well, or at least you don't have to pay with real money. You can pay with the game's own internal currency, if you get what I mean.
Right. In-game money, yeah.
In game money, or in the case of these games, you can. Well, one of them you can pay with gems that you get as you
Yeah.
play the game, which
Mm-hmm.
that's perfectly fine because that's still technically playing the game for free and unlocking new stuff for free because that's just
Right. I put in the private chat. Sorry, private chat that way. Um, the link to my browser game. It's not a download. It's a browser game.
right.
Uh, it's free to play, but you do surveys to get credits to be able to buy the perks if you want the perks, but entirely free.
Okay. All right.
Check it out if you want.
Thanks.
Check it out if you want. Check it out if you want. Yeah, like throw it in a tab and check it out later or something. Yeah,
Have you ever heard?
it is. Never heard of it?
What was it called? Place Play Starfleet. Is
Yeah.
that the name of the website or the game?
Starfleet Commander is the name of the
Oh,
game.
it's a Star Trek game, is it?
No, it's not. It's called Starfleet Commander. It's not. It's not a Star Trek, believe it or not. Well, with the name, you would guess it is, but it's not.
Well, you'd
It
think
is space-based,
Starfleet. You'd automatically think Star Trek.
but it's not. It is space-based stuff. You have ships. You can colonize planets. Develop different technologies. You can join alliances or make your own alliance. Wage war with different people.
Nice, right? Yeah. It sounds. Yeah, it sounds.
That's the one I've been playing for like 14 years. Fair warning, it's extremely addictive if you get into it. And I said 14 years.
You ever? Hey, have you ever? I'm gonna see. Hey, since we're on this subject, I mean, the two games the game that I mentioned. Have you ever heard of Yu-Gi-Oh?
Oh yeah. The TV show and the card game. Yeah.
Yeah,
Trading
yeah,
card
the
game.
the anime, the card game, and even originally the manga as well. I've been
Okay, I didn't know it was manga.
it originally started as a manga, but
I didn't know that.
And then it was and then it but bas- yeah it, it's yeah the history of with Yu-Gi-Oh, it's an interesting thing because there was the original manga series which was later adapted into its own anime, and then they started the it was I guess you could say it was rebooted because they started the whole they went down the whole Duel Monsters route, and that's the Yu-Gi-Oh most people know.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the anime most people know. That's the card game most people know because that series was based on that card game. But the original Yu-Gi-Oh wasn't based on any specific game. It was just about games in general. And some of the games that were played in the original Yu-Gi-Oh got pretty dark at times, and they were the original Yu-Gi-Oh was really dark at times.
Okay.
And
I think I mentioned a couple of times my nephew likes Yu-Gi-Oh, but the card game.
he likes the card
He doesn't
game.
watch. He doesn't watch the TV show, but he likes the trading card game. Yeah.
He's never watched the anime, but he loves the card game.
Yep. He's 11. He doesn't read manga. He doesn't really do manga.
Oh, it's a shame.
He's really big into Star Wars, which upsets his mother, my sister, because she hates Star Wars. Uh, it really upsets his uh his aunt Grace. Really upsets her because oh wait, tomorrow's her birthday. Holy shit! I gotta call her tomorrow. Uh, oh sorry, that's 2 months. 2 months in one day. Her birthday is May 4th. Grace's birthday is May 4th. It upsets her horribly because she hates Star
Oh,
Wars. She
oh
hates Star
man.
Wars, and she's born on May 4th, and she hates Star Wars.
Double whammy.
Yeah,
Double whammy.
yeah,
Oh
yeah,
dear.
yeah.
Well, I'm
She
not
hates
a
Star Wars.
well. I don't hate Star Wars, but I'm not a diehard fan of it. I'm
If you
just
hated Star Wars, you did not watch Mando or Book of Boba Fett.
if I
You
hated,
did.
well, yeah, if I hated Star Wars, I've
She
never.
hates Star Wars with passion.
Right.
With
She hates it. I get it.
a passion. I am not going to use the words on your stream to describe the way she describes Star Wars, but let's just say they are not polite.
Fair enough.
They are not polite words. Let's just say that. Okay.
But like I was saying, but anyway, like I was saying, I'll get to my point. When I brought up Yu-Gi-Oh, I mean, I have been a diehard fan of Yu-Gi-Oh all my life since I was a kid.
Okay.
I love the original anime. I love the card game, and recently I've been trying to collect the volumes of the manga,
Mm-hmm.
and but this but one thing I've always been big into is the Yu-Gi-Oh video games, and the games I've been playing. There's two games that anyone can play, and I think on pretty much any device. One's called Yu-Gi-Oh Duel Links, and the other is called Yu-Gi-Oh Master Duel.
Okay.
And the game I was talking about, which you can play for free and get that was Duel Links.
Okay.
And you can basically, with that, every so often they release a new pack of cards, and
Okay.
you can either spend money on those cards, or you can build up and spend these gems.
Yeah, the in-game money. Yeah.
For the packs of these cards.
Yeah.
So,
I used to a very long time ago play Magic Gathering, which I'm sure Yu-Gi-Oh follows the same basic suits of those. So
Magic the Gathering.
Yeah.
I guess I don't know anything about. I know nothing about Magic the Gathering, but I know it's a card game, so I'm guessing it's very similar to Yu-Gi-Oh and how it works.
Actually, I think it's the other way around. Magic the Gathering came first.
Magic the Gathering is similar to Yu-Gi, or Yu-Gi-Oh is similar to Magic the Gathering.
Yeah. Magic the Gathering came
first. When did Magic the Gathering come out?
I'm going to get the actual dates now that I mention it. Magic the Gathering. Where are you? Where are you?
Well, Yu-Gi-Oh! I know when Yu-Gi-Oh! started. Yu-Gi-Oh! Started in 1996.
96.
Yeah. Well, actually, I think the original Yu-Gi-Oh started in 1996. I think the Duel Monsters series, like so technically the card game, I think that started in '98.
93.
Okay, so Magic the
Yeah.
Gathering is it is older
Over.
than Yu-Gi-Oh. Yeah.
I remember it was over, but I didn't remember the exact year. 93. Yeah, 93 was a good year.
The only thing is I enjoy playing more old school Yu-Gi-Oh because that's the Yu-Gi-Oh I grew up with, like the first few generations of it. But
Mhm.
but thing is, these days the way the game is played these days is just it's too overwhelming. It's too fast because
Okay.
basically the way the game works now to how it worked back then. The game was a lot. The game was a lot more. It was a lot more straightforward. It was a lot simpler, and it was a lot more slower because it takes time to get out your strongest monsters
Mhm.
to but in Yu-Gi-Oh today it's like you can get you can like play a million monsters just on your first turn. It's so ridiculous.
Yeah, Magic Gathering about
Just on your
five,
first.
6 years ago, I tried to get back into it. Yeah, I could. Because it was very similar to that, where the power level was like way off. And the gameplay was just a lot different compared to what I was playing back in the late 90s.
Yeah, that's what's
I was
happened.
playing I
That's
was playing
basically
like
what's
98, 99. I was playing Magic in like 98, 99. And then I tried picking it back up about 5 years ago.
and that's the thing. Yeah, that's the thing with that's basically how it is with Yu-Gi-Oh now. The that it was a, you don't even actually play out the duels anymore. You just build it's literally like you're these days you're
Oh, sorry.
lucky if a duel will actually last like beyond one or two turns because it's all about just like who's got the more stacked board right off the bats.
Yeah,
I mean, I mean,
yeah.
I mean, I mean,
Uh,
literally, just going these days. Just going first or going second can decide if you. Just that alone can decide if you win or lose.
yeah,
And that's
yeah,
to me, that's really frustrating.
yeah. It is actually. It is that way. Yeah. Uh, very similar. Uh, I hate to do it because it's part of ingrained into me. Dungeons and Dragons, fourth edition was like that. It was very who goes first in a battle in combat will usually determine who's going to win.
Yeah, that's what just exactly
Yeah,
the
that's why fourth edition D&D was like
modern Yu-Gi-Oh decks
fourth
are
edition Dungeons and Dragons.
yeah, modern Yu-Gi-Oh decks are so overpowered and so ridiculously complicated and broken that you
Mm-hmm.
can just deciding who goes first automatically decides who wins. And I'm just like,
Yeah,
where's the fun in that?
yeah,
The game's not fun. That's the thing. The game isn't. It's so ridiculously fast and so overwhelming. It's not fun anymore.
right,
It's not.
right. Well, I feel you there. Trust me, I definitely feel you there because that's what D&D fourth edition was to me. That's what Magic Gathering was to me. And it's no longer fun. This is why I'm glad in for Dungeons and Dragons in 2011 or 2010, 2011, 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons came out. I started playing that again.
I mean,
Dungeons
if you
5th
could,
edition.
if you feel that, if you ever get it, here's a tip for you. If you ever start playing Yu-Gi-Oh, get into Yu-Gi-Oh, and don't play Master Duel, because
Okay.
you will see exactly what I'm talking about. Master Duel is notorious for what I'm talking about. All this ridiculously, and it's not just the like starting first or second decides who wins. It's also the fact that
Sorry.
that a player's turn, because the decks are so overpowered and so broke, and you like play a million monsters. That player's turn can last like 15 minutes.
That's
Like,
what D&D 4th edition was, because
and you
you had
just
this and
like,
that and this and that and this.
and I do, and now I do this, and now I do this. I'm just like, are you done yet? Can I have my turn yet?
Okay, I have a similar story. When playing Dungeons and Dragons 4th edition, I fell asleep in the combat, waiting for my turn to come back to me. I fell asleep waiting. I literally fell asleep because it was literally like 35 minutes, 35, 40 minutes. I fell asleep waiting because I was so bored. In the middle, seriously. So yeah, I feel you that. Trust me.
You
Waiting for
fell
my turn to come back to me.
trying to
Waiting for my turn to come back to me. Yeah, 35, 40 minutes. So, yeah, literally.
Holy
Sophia, I feel you. Trust me, I feel you.
yeah. So again, so we both got the same problem with each of our games.
Yeah, but that was 4th edition, which is, I'm glad that Wizards of the Coast came out with 5th edition in 2011. I started playing that instead. I got rid of 4th edition and picked up 5th edition, which came out in 2011. So that's what I'm playing now. Yeah.
Right. The thing is, I still love Yu-Gi-Oh, but
Mm-hmm.
the just playing the modern regular game now is just it's too much. It's just too, like there's you're like, like I've been saying, your opponent going first or second can decide who wins. Your opponent's turn takes forever, and then once they're finally done, they've got so many omni negates on the field, you literally can't do anything.
Right.
So many. I still, of course, I still love the game. I'm a diehard Yu-Gi-Oh fan. I always will be, but
Okay. This is the basic conversation I would have when 4th edition Dungeons and Dragons was out. It's in private chat. I am not going to say this out loud because of the language. Okay.
Fair enough.
So yeah, trust me, I feel you. I went through that for 5 years. I went through that. Seriously. For 5 years, I went through that.
As far as I'm concerned, Yu-Gi-Oh probably peaked around like third or fourth generation, but after that, it just became more and more broken and more and more ridiculous.
Okay. Do you know the TV series Ancient Aliens?
Ancient
Do you know that
Aliens?
TV series? Yeah.
I don't think so.
Okay. Well, there's this one person in that TV series. It's a TV series that supposes that in the far past, there was aliens that influenced the societies that helped them along technologically to be able to do X, Y, and Z. And one of the people in the series, he has really funky hair. George Tsoukalos, and it says fourth edition aliens to this. Yeah, sorry, it's a word you have to see. Yeah.
Right.
You sound like you're beat, dude.
Well, I shouldn't
like
be.
a
It's
beast.
only. I shouldn't be because it's it's the afternoon here. It's not like it's middle of the night while I'm doing this.
Right, like normal.
Yeah, like I'd normally be, like I would normally be. No, it's not. I'm not. It's not the middle of the night. It's middle of the afternoon.
It's
So
3 o'clock
it's
in the
only like
afternoon, not 3 o'clock in the morning. Yeah,
it's only 20. It's just gone. It's only just gone 20 past 3 in the afternoon here. It's not middle of the. It's
yeah.
not 20 past 3 in the morning like it normally would
That's
be.
what I just said too. It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon, not 3 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, that's what I just said too. At the same time, you were saying it. Great minds think alike, damn it. Great minds think alike. Oh, I'm beat though. After I get this phone call, I'm gonna lay down for a nap.
Well, I don't know about beat, but I can say this. I can probably say I'm hungry because I've had nothing to eat today.
You sound hangry. You sound hangry. That's what you sound. Hangry. Angry. You know what that is? You sounded just a bit ago. Do you know what that is? Hungry and angry at the same time.
Hungry and angry at the same time.
Angry.
Right.
You never heard that word?
I've never heard that. I've never heard it. No.
Look it up. Hangry. It's a real word. Hangry. Yes. Hangry.
Maybe I should, maybe I should think about stopping the stream soon because nobody's watching us.
242. It's just me. Yeah, 242. Yeah, and I got my call coming in pretty soon too. So
I mean, shall I stop at 2 hours 45, or shall I take it up to 3 hours?
I like 2 hour 45 because I'm gonna be hopping off about that time. So
You have
I gotta
to
expect
go.
a phone call in about 5 minutes or so. I'm gonna get a phone call.
Oh, well, in that case,
Yeah.
then you probably should.
So 2:45 is about perfect for me. Like I said, that's about perfect for me.
All right.
2:45.
Okay, so we've got another. All right. So we've got another 2 minutes. I'll keep going another 2.
2 minute warning. 2 minute warning, football people.
2 minute warning. Yeah, because you've got stuff you need to do. I want to go and eat something.
You're hangry. You sound hangry. Look it up. It's a real word. At least it is here in the States. Hangry.
Well. Good thing is it's Friday, and that you know what that means on Friday here at this house.
Hmm.
It means it's takeaway night.
I did Chinese last night myself. So. Yeah, General Tso's combination, which comes with pork fried rice. I got some boneless ribs on the side too. Yep. Good stuff.
Yeah, because I'm gonna have one of my be able to have one of my favorite meals tonight because it's Friday. So
which is, if you don't mind.
Well, if I'm particularly hungry, I'll probably have a steak pie dinner from the local fried fish and chip shop.
Okay.
Yeah, it's got it comes in a polystyrene tray, and there's a big pile of chips. There's the pot. There's the steak, and there's the pie with like steak and gravy and onion in it, and and mushrooms in it. I think there's mushrooms in it. Yeah, and mushy peas and loads of thick gravy. It's delicious.
It sounds it. It sounds it. Just sounds it. You don't know whether to grab a fork or a spoon, damn it. Right?
All right, I think that okay. That actually is 2:45. So I think so. So maybe it is time to wrap things up. So I'm gonna do.
Before you do your spiel of wrapping it up, I gotta say it's good talking to you again, dude.
Okay,
It's
yeah,
good talking to you.
yeah, it is good. It's good talking to you. It's been great talking to you as well because it has been. It's been a while
Forever.
since it's been
Forever.
not just talking to you, but doing a stream like just a regular stream like this. It's
Yeah.
been forever since I've done one.
I think it's the last time I talked to you. Another test streams. I think it was literally like 4 or 5 weeks ago.
Yeah,
Last time I talked to you.
the ones labeled test. That was
Yep.
me. That was me trying to stream from my PlayStation 5 for the first time,
Okay.
and I was trying to,
Okay.
and I kept, and that took a few tries to get right because the picture and audio from the game were going through, but my voice wasn't. So that took a few tries
Okay.
to try and get that right.
Okay.
So yeah,
Here it is. I found the first one that I was with you on. First stream of New Year's 2023. I was in it with you and Moises. I think that was literally the last time I was in a stream with you.
The last time you were in wow, you were in a stream with me during my first stream of the year.
Yep.
That was ages ago.
Yeah, literally.
That was back in January. It's now March.
Yeah, with you and Moises. I think that was the last time I was in a stream with you. And Moises hopped off because of trouble. Internet trouble. And then it's just you and me after that. That was a 3-hour stream.
Happy New Year.
I literally think that was the last time I was in a stream with you.
Happy New Year, first stream of 2023. Oh, just over 3 hours, and that was the last time you were in a stream with me at all.
I think so. Yeah, I think so because that was right after I got out of the hospital. Yeah.
You should have come. Well, if are you subbed to Clownfish? Sorry, not Clownfish TV. King Dolphin TV.
Yeah.
Raymond Feliciano.
Yeah.
Well, you might have.
King Dolphin. I don't know if it's Raymond, but I know it's King Dolphin. Yeah.
Well, if you tuned into his channel, probably last week, you'll have seen me there because I usually pop in for his Just Cause streams.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a bit of a. Yeah, I'm a bit of a regular there. Everyone knows me, and whenever I go on, I always get made fun of by Pudgy and Cobalt, and because they ask me these ridiculous because Pudgy always asks me these ridiculous. He does this whole ask me these ridiculously hard questions about Britain. Or sometimes if I'm on for Fet for Hire, he'll humiliate me by doing these ridiculous themed artwork based on my avatar. It's a great I have a great time with Raymond and the gang over on those streams.
Okay. I haven't even seen Raquel in forever either. I've been so busy.
Well, I've got now that I've finally pulled myself away from Hogwarts Legacy, I've got other things I need to do. I need to get back to doing other stuff for my channel besides the game streams, and I've got other stuff I need to do. I've got my something I've completely neglected. I've got my writing as well. And why have you muted yourself? Dan?
Sorry. Bad pain spasm.
Oh, okay.
I didn't want to scream and swear on your stream.
Okay, fair enough. But yeah, I've
Sorry, a side effect of the diabetes.
oh man,
The
diabetes as well. Oh my god.
Okay, the diabetes causes the neuropathy. The neuropathy is painful. The diabetes also causes narrowing blood vessels in my leg.
Oh my god.
Because the blood vessels are narrowing, my muscles in my leg aren't getting enough oxygen. So experiencing what they call muscle death.
Oh.
That is literally your muscles shrinking because they're dying.
Oh my god.
It is not a fun experience. It is extremely painful.
Oh my god. I'm so sorry.
I was in Salty Trucker's channel, and I muted myself because I had a really bad attack. And about 3-4 minutes later, I come back, and I explained what happened, and no one had any clue except Salty. I've been keeping track with Salty, keep Salty in contact, what's going on and everything. And he kind of expected it because I've been keeping track of what's going on. But yeah, it's not a fun experience, let's just say. And it's only my left leg that has the thinning blood vessels, and my left leg primarily where neuropathy is. My leg is almost useless from the knee down. In order to change my socks, I have to pick my foot up to be able to put my sock on. If I want to put my shoe on, I have to pick it up because I can't put it on my knee. Pick it up partially, slip my shoe on, put it on the ground to stop my foot in because I have no strength in my ankle. So along with that, everything else,
You don't have to.
Sorry.
You don't have to tell me all of this if you don't want to.
I don't mind because I know you. You know what I mean? It's not just some random person. I know you. Yeah. You know, along with everything else, I have what they call foot drop. You know what that is?
Foot drop?
Yeah.
Do I want to know?
It's when you can't pick up your foot all the way when you pick up your leg. You pick your leg up when you're walking, and you can't pick your foot up all the way because you have no strength in your ankle. So your foot dangles.
Oh.
I trip on my foot a lot.
Oh my god.
Literally, my foot goes up because I have no strength in my ankle. Again, another side of the fact of diabetes. So diabetes is no joke. Let's just say that.
Yeah, I know. I know it's
And,
I know it's no joke. Yeah. I've had members of my family who had diabetes.
And I have broken blood vessels in right above my retina in both eyes. I got a pool black back there in my left eye. I can't see the computer. I'm completely blind in my left eye.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I can't see the computer in my left eye. Because I have only one eye that works. Things like depth perception is not fun. Because you need two eyes for depth perception.
Right.
I have no depth perception because I have one eye.
No depth perception. Right.
Right. So when I go to the store and like swipe my card and go type in my PIN, I have to feel. I can't have the depth perception where the keypad is. For typing my pen, I have to feel because in the depth perception, it looks really weird. I'm sure going like this to try to. Where's the keypad? It's somewhere over here. Yeah. So my life has become nice and fun for the last like 6 months or so.
I'm sure it has.
Since like October, it's been getting really bad.
All right. Well,
Sorry, I'm just letting you know where I've been for the last 6 months
it's
physically.
all right.
So you can take a guess at my mental right now.
Right.
Anyway, let's roll.
Not the best.
Nah. I put on a decent fake job though.
Right. Well, anyway.
Especially for my 11-year-old nephew, I put on a fake job with him. You know, I got to. He's 11. Yeah.
Right. Well. Anyway, this has gone on a bit. Well, because of explaining all of that, this has gone on a bit longer than I thought. It's now 2 hours 56 minutes. So we're approaching 3 hours anyway. So I may as well take it up to 3 hours.
Yeah, let's get that phone call, which hasn't come through yet. I gotta keep it on my phone.
So,
all right.
Okay, so all right. If we'll keep going another few minutes, if your phone, unless your phone rings.
Okay, it's not audio. It's on silent, so it'll just light up. Yeah, it'll vibrate and light up. It won't ring out loud. It'll vibrate and light up.
Right.
That's where I keep it usually.
No.
Oh, I keep doing that because my table. When I rest my shoulders on my arms on the table, it pushes my shoulder up. And I've got a torn rotator cuff in my left, so it pushes up. It's nice and painful too.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry to hear all that, Dan.
I let's just say potatoes in relatively good condition compared to me.
Right. Nice. Right.
And his legs are pretty bad, but he's in relatively good condition to me.
I mean,
shit. He didn't die Christmas Eve, did he? I did. My heart stopped.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, you mentioned that. You had a straight up had a heart attack.
No, pulmonary edema. I had too much pressure. It denied oxygen to the heart and just stopped. It wasn't a heart attack though. Pulmonary edema they call it cardiac stoppage.
Oh.
A heart attack is when you have a blood vessel in the heart that blocks flow to the heart itself. This is the whole thing just shut down.
Good. Oh my God.
Yeah.
No, it's just that. Well, it's just.
I learned the difference in December.
You mentioned. It's just that you mentioning your heart stopping. It's just like that's like that's like the first. That's like the first thing you think of. The first thing you think of is heart attack.
That's what my first thought was too. But they educated me in the hospital about it. I mean, I know. I had a 7-day stay in there because of everything.
I've had a member of my family who had problems in his heart before he finally, before it was my grandfather, my granddad.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually how he finally, that's how he passed away. Because he just suddenly dropped of a heart attack right around the spot. He just In fact,
okay. I know we're creeping up real fast on 3 hours, but quick backstory. Back in '84, Christmas Eve, I was visiting my father because my mother and father were separated. Heart attack creeped up on him. Dropped like a rock right in front of me. 36 years old, he was.
Good Lord.
Christmas Eve. And my heart decided to stop Christmas Eve this last year.
Okay, all right. This is getting
Sorry.
this is getting depressing. I mean, and this is, and I usually try and what I'm trying to do on this channel. I try to bring usually trying to bring a little bit of happiness into the world. So
Sorry, it's not depressing to me anymore. It's very matter of fact with me now. No longer depressing. It just simply is. That's the way I look at it now. I just come to accept it. You know, you've got to, otherwise you'll drive yourself bonkers. If you let it get to you. So that's my positive spin on it. You just got to deal with it instead of letting it deal you.
Right. Yeah.
Because if you let it deal you, you're done. You got to deal with it. With any bad situation. You deal with it. Don't let it deal with you. Whether it be medical, grief, mental illness, deal with it. Don't let it deal with you.
Well,
I've just come to accept it after.
I mean, I suppose I kind of get what you're saying because I've lived I have what most people would deem as a mental disability. I have Asperger's syndrome. I'm autistic.
Okay.
Always have diagnosed with Asperger's as a little kid. And
John, my 22-year-old son, has Asperger's.
Oh, so he's in the same boat as me.
That's why I recognize you, because he's the same way. Sorry.
Sure.
I don't want to lump you guys together, but I see birds of a feather between you and my son. I do.
It's something. It's something I've known. It's something I've known. I've had, for years and years.
Mm-hmm.
It's not. I don't see it as a problem. I just see it as that's just what makes me me.
Like me with a lot of my health problems, it just simply is.
Yeah,
it just simply is.
Yeah, it's just part of me. I have to live with it, and I do live with it.
Yeah, it simply is. I've gotten to that point when dealing with it. It's just, I'm not going to sit and mope over all these things anymore. I'm done moping over all these things. I'm too old for this shit. To quote Roger Murtaugh off the Lethal Weapon movies, I'm too old for this shit.
Right.
I mean, Christ, I'm going to be 53 this year. I'm too old for this shit. I'm too old for this shit. Maybe 30 years ago, sure. But not now. I'm going to be 53 this year. I'm too old for this shit. I really am.
Okay. Oh my God. Ugh.
You've been sitting in one place a little too long, yeah.
I think it really is time to end things here. So
okay.
It's about time I ended the stream here. So first of all, I'm just gonna do my usual thing. I'm gonna say thank you to everybody who was showed up in the chat. You, the Moises, son of a red shirt, who was here earlier. You, of course, Dan, Rod Thunderheart, and Jedi Bill, who popped in briefly. don't know where everybody went because everyone seems to have disappeared. But anyway, thank you very much for coming on, Dan. This has been a great stream, and I've had a really great chat with you, and I hope to get to do this again soon.
Yeah, good chat. Yeah, definitely good chat. It's always a good chat with you.
Yes.
Thank you for having me.
That was pleasure. And I think just say one before I actually do end it. I'll just say one last thing about the main subject of this Hogwarts Legacy. So, like I said earlier, it's definitely a good game. I definitely really like it. I definitely recommend anyone playing it, but it's not perfect. There are problems with it. I mean, and I don't just mean in terms of the game, the mechanics of the game. I mean, for one thing, there's definitely some little minor glitches in it, like you can some of the what are they called, NPCs,
non-player characters. Yeah, NPC.
Yeah, if sometimes you can actually walk right through those characters.
Yeah.
Or the the bottom part of your robe just comes stuck at a weird angle.
Yeah, Skyrim, the first was like that too. If you walk through certain walls and yeah.
So it's definitely so again, and I think the story. I personally think the story is really, really interesting,
Mm-hmm.
and there's also a little, but the thing is, there's another downside. Is there's slight downside. There's also quite a little, not too much, but a little bit of the usual what we call the W word.
Yeah, I don't like that word. Work. There's the word. Work. Yeah, I like that word.
You know which one I mean.
I know. Yeah.
But thankfully it's not too much. It's not completely. There is one very brief moment where it does get in your face, but it's only there for a split second, then it's gone. Then the rest of the game otherwise is fine.
Cool beans. Good recommendation.
So I would definitely recommend the game. I absolutely recommend it. But so yeah. So especially if you ask me what to get it for whichever device you have, get it for PC, get it for PlayStation 5, get it for Xbox, whichever. But personally, I'd recommend getting it for PS5.
I think the official industry term is platform.
Yeah, platform.
I think that's the official word, platform. And then after that, you got PC, Mac, or console. Yeah. And then console would be Xbox, PS5.
Yeah, you get it. Yeah, get it for whichever platform or console you have. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But personally, but I would say if you can, get it for PS5. Because I mean, obviously that's what I got it for, for various. But anyway, in conclusion, it's a really great game. It definitely has its flaws, but it's really fun. The story is interesting, so I definitely recommend it. So I would probably give it, if it was rating it, I'd probably give it like 8 out of 10. Yeah, I think 8 out of 10.
Cool. A solid B. Nice.
Yeah. So anyway, that's and before I go, I'll just say I think hopefully next Monday I will be streaming Hogwarts Legacy again, but hopefully alongside Potato Revan and Raquel SSG. please go and check out their channels. They are great people. They have really great. They post some really great. Really fun. Oh, speak of the devil,
Who's here?
he's
Hey,
here.
Potato.
Wait, tonight. At 3
Uh 11 hours from now.
Oh wait, he does it. Oh, that's right. He does a stream every Friday night where he's not a gaming stream. Where he talks about probably something in pop culture. What was his? What did you do? Since you're here, Evan, what was last week's topic?
I know quite a while back he was doing serial killers or something. Before that was the Harry Potter franchise.
We're live tonight. Want to join? It's a gaming stream. Oh, right.
So
what game?
Tonight. Maybe. It's like 10, 11 hours from now.
So I guess maybe I'll be streaming the start of my next playthrough of Hogwarts Legacy tonight at 3 a.m.
What's that? 10 hours from now or something?
That's about. Well, it's coming up to 4 p.m. here, so that's probably
11 hours. Yeah,
about 11 hours. 11 hours from now. Yeah. 11 hours.
It's weird because nothing against you. I know the U.S. time zone's better than the UK time zone. Nothing against you. Or as Potato says, Irish time.
Irish time.
Yeah, he said he's called it Irish time more than once. He stopped answering me when I said Irish time. Does that involve whiskey? He didn't answer me on that one.
So Reverend goes on to say there's a lot going on behind the scenes. In 2 weeks we're back to panels. What?
What?
Oh my God! that's sad.
That sounds like what about? I read that. I was like, what?
I'm sorry to hear that, Revan.
Yeah, Potato. Can you tell us which co-host lost a parent? I don't know if you can or not. There's like privacy thing going on, but which co-host can you tell, if you can?
He says, now he says, I don't do panels without, and then he says no.
Okay.
So in other words,
it's fair enough, Potato. It's fair enough. I didn't want to say, hey, tell me. It's fair enough to say, hey, can you? It's fair enough.
I'm guessing that means no, he can't. He can't
right.
tell us.
That's what I'm thinking too, yeah. It's fair enough for him to say no. That's why I asked the way I asked it. Can you? Because of privacy, whatnot. Yeah. Holy crap. Well, tell whoever it is, I'm sorry.
Yes.
I may not necessarily know that. May not necessarily know them, but trust me, tell them I feel them.
Yeah, same for me too. Say I'm sorry as well.
But they're done that too, so yeah, tell them. Yeah, that's the only one. Just tell them, yeah. Whoever it is. Thank you, Potato. You let me know that.
He says it's privacy and stuff. I will of course. Okay.
That's what I figured, Potato. That's what I figured. The privacy thing going on, yeah.
It's a privacy thing, which is fair enough. But he posted it in the network. Right.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Well, you got it. Well, anyway, Revan, you got in just in time because I was actually about to wrap the stream up.
Yeah.
And then he says, our first panel back will be a doozy.
Yeah. Because he's going to be all sorts and whatnot. Which is understandable.
Oh, good Lord. Really, Revan? That's that's the topic for the big panel back. For the next panel, the failure of woke in entertainment and death of wokeness. I'm not okay. I'm not entirely sure if I want to join you for that one.
I think I might actually show up for the chat for that one because I would like to celebrate the death of it. You know, I think I would like to celebrate the death of it.
Let me think about it. I mean, don't get me. I would love to see the death of it too. Absolutely.
Yeah. I think I might come out of retirement and start drinking to the death of it. Yeah. I ain't drinking almost 6 years. I think I better come out of retirement for that.
What are you drinking? Speaking of drinking, what are you drinking there?
This is water.
Oh.
Ice water. And down here is my Diet Mountain Dew. See, it's diet.
I don't think we have Mountain Dew in the UK.
You told me before you don't. Yeah. It's an interesting taste. But it's an acquired taste. I like it.
It says don't touch about it in PSN later. Okay. Oh, you'll talk to me about it on the when we're both on our PS5s later tonight.
Yep. He corrected who he was talking to at the end there. Doc. Yeah.
Mountain Dew tastes of white trash.
Okay. Actually, Potato, I'm going to correct you. It does not taste like white trash. It tastes like white trash toe jam.
Ew.
Ooh, boy. I gotta see what he says to that. I gotta see what he says to that one. I gotta stay long enough to see that. See what he says to that.
This stream's been going, and now this stream's been going on almost another 20 minutes.
Oh God! I gotta see what he says to that one. I know your reaction. Your reaction. Start laughing, but I hear his reaction.
My redneck cousin has one. 70 chickens in his kitchen. He said to his mom.
Oh, there's more. There's more coming. I saw the dot.
There's more.
I saw the dot. He's got more coming.
We're white trash, aren't we?
Ooh. Oh. Hey, Potato. Real quick joke for Potato and Dog here. Did you guys hear about a minister, a rabbi, and a priest all walk into a bar?
A minister, a rabbi, and a priest
all walk into a bar. And the minister looks over and says, "Hey, did you hear the one about us?"
Did you hear the one about us?
Yeah. You know, the joke's always the minister walks in a bar, priest walks into a bar. Yeah, sorry.
Right.
It's a very small joke, sorry.
If that's the joke, I don't think I get it.
Okay.
Maybe I'm too young to get it or something.
Okay. Rabbi walks to a bar. He forgot the duck.
Barman says, "What's this? Some kind of?" Oh, I get it. Now I get it.
Yeah. Now you get it? Okay.
The barman says it.
Yeah. What is it? Some kind of joke? Yeah.
Now
the rabbi walks to a bar. He forgot the duck. And these are not religious jokes. We have religious characters, but not religious jokes. You know.
Well, it's not. No, it's not really a religious joke, is it?
It's not a religious joke. It has religious characters in the joke, but it's not a religious joke. So you can tell your family that one. Rabbi walks to a bar. He forgot the duck.
if I was at a Comic-Con when I was there, I'd take him to an Irish pub, not for drinking, but for good food and music. Well, fair enough. I like going to pub. I love going to pubs. So good food. That's always good.
We've got a decent one. About 15 miles from here, and it's called the Harp and Dragon.
Nice, very nice.
The Harp. If you can look them up on Google it. Harp and Dragon, Connecticut. They give you directions and
The
whatnot.
Harp and Dragon, right?
Yep. And you can take a look at their menus and whatnot. They have awesome food. So, Potato, if you're ever in my neck of the woods, the Harp and Dragon, look it up. You will like that place, I think.
Sounds good. The Harp and Dragon.
Yeah. It's about 15 miles from here.
Yeah, because there's that. Obviously living in the UK my whole life, I've been to loads of pubs, and I love going to them. The food is always great at pubs, well, almost always.
Oh, Potato's here too. I can tell both of you this. This happened to me when I was like 18. So literally like 30-something years ago. So we have an Irish store about 6 miles outside of my hometown. And I bought a shirt there. I come back wearing the shirt. My mother looks at me. Dan, you will take that shirt off now, and you will never wear it again.
Oh.
But why? Did you read it? Yeah. Read it out loud. Sorry, Mom, I'm Gaelic. Woo. Ooh, you will take that shirt off now, and you will never wear it. Woo, boy.
Oh man, and hang on, what's this one? Raven says we have one called the Black Kitten in Dublin. It's trash. Oh, well, that's too bad. Lol, Dalek, one rule for you in Ireland, and you meet my friend. Please don't chase after kittens. All I heard was baby saw her ass running after a baby kitten. What?
Okay, you'll get it when you see this is my last name in the private chat.
Listen.
That is my last name.
That's your last name.
Yes. And my brother's name is Sean Michael, Sean. Sean Michael.
Oh wow, very Irish names.
Oh yeah. My great grandfather came over on a boat. I'm Daniel the Fourth. My great grandfather was Daniel Senior, the worst. Yeah. I'm a third generation American.
Right,
so I'm not that far removed from Potato's country. Because yeah. Third generation American. Yeah. Great grandfather came over in 1889. Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned, I don't really. I've never really been a fan of going into that whole, going deep into your family tree or anything like that. Because as far as I'm concerned, whichever country you were born in, you are of that country. If you're born here in the UK, if you're born in the UK, you're British. If you're born in America, you're American. And to me, that's where it should end.
I pissed off a lot of people when I was about 13, 14 years old. I said, so I was born here in this country. I'm an American. Because I was born here, I'm literally a Native American. I pissed off a lot of people with that one. A lot of people with that one.
That's just, oh my God. That whole going into your like going into your ancestry thing. This is like you're not really of this country because of the because you're not descended from this person, these people or that people. It's ridiculous. If you are you are of again you are of the country you were born in. The end of, as far as I'm concerned.
Yep. Whereas my mother's side,
You were
both her mother and father, their families came over on the Mayflower.
and it looks like
Oh,
we've got another guest pop up in the chat. Hello to Hakeem. Good to see you. Hey, Dalek, Dan, Potato, and got to see you still streaming. Did you guys beat the game? Well, I
hi,
did.
Keem. Hi, Keem.
As happens, Hakeem. Yes, I did beat. I did. If you talk about Hogwarts Legacy, then yeah, I did beat it. I did complete the full. I did complete the full story. Yeah, but so yeah. I mean, I have this friend I talk to on disc on I talk to a lot on Discord.
Mm-hmm.
But and but by his definition, I've only beaten the game. I've not completed it because you know how games are these days. Even if you technically you beat it, that doesn't mean you actually completed it because you've not done like you've not 100%ed it. If you get what I mean.
Yep.
You can beat. So yeah, I've beaten the game, but not 100% completed it. And
Sorry, someone sent me a Facebook message I had to answer.
BK will get this one to see Dalek reaction.
Oh.
It says my cuz came over from UK to visit my gran, and he was in the British Red uniform. We're proud of him. His brother, on the other hand, with our family related to Michael Collin in an Oliver Cromwell hoodie. The only, I don't really. Okay, look, there's only one Oliver Cromwell I really know, and that Oliver Cromwell is a steam locomotive. And this stream has now officially gone a lot longer than I planned it to. It's fun. It's funny that always seems to be the pattern. Just as I'm trying to finish a live stream, something happens. Something happens that causes it to keep going. More people show up. Another topic comes up. We go onto another tangent into it. Just something that keeps the stream going. Every time I try and actually just finish it.
Okay, two things. First thing, I want to say something. So you can say that.
IQ says, "Gotcha. I rarely finish a game nowadays. I'm trying to finish a Plague Tale Requiem and Detroit Become Human."
Potato, check your Twitter DMs. That is my last name and a short family history. And Dalek, you said sometimes the stream just keeps going and going and going.
Yeah.
Do you know commercials like the Energizer commercials? With the bunny.
Oh, the battery commercials. Yeah.
Yeah, with the Energizer commercials with the bunny. The
Duracell batteries, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know those.
Energizer. The saying is it keeps going and going and going. Did you hear the Energizer? Did you hear the Energizer bunny died?
No, it's called Wait a minute. Is this a real life bunny in
No,
in,
no.
in these adverts?
No, it's a little toy or something. Did you hear? Did you hear how he died?
No. We've had similar ads for batteries, and they weren't called for one called Energizer. There was one called Duracell. Wait, and the bunny in these adverts died?
Yeah, they put his batteries in backwards. He can't, instead of keep going, kept coming and coming and coming. I waited for it to. I waited for it to hit. Sorry.
Oh
It's a,
man.
sorry. Oh, okay.
I'm 100, and then Revan says, "I'm 100%ing the game." Yeah, I'm pretty. I want to try and 100% it. You know, I'm actually pretty close to doing it, but there's like, but of that, but just doing that'll probably take at least several hours.
Read his
Just
next one.
and then of course I've got to play to finish to do it all properly. I've got to start the game from the beginning again at least another 3 times because I've got to play as the other 3 houses. I've done Gryffindor. Now I need to do I need to do the other 3: Slytherin, Hufflepuff, Ravenclaw.
Yeah.
Because there's like 4 hidden trophies that you could on the PlayStation, which are probably achievements on Steam that you can only get by playing as a specific house. And there's three
For each trophy, though.
and there's 4 unique quests. There's 4 quests which are basically unique to each house that you can only get by playing as one of the as one a specific house. So I have to do the other. So I have to do the other 3 houses. So I've already to do those quests and get the trophies for them.
Potato, you definitely got to take a look at Twitter DMs when you get a second.
And then Hakeem says, "Is there different endings depending on the house you pick?" No, well, no, not really. There are different. There is more than one different endings, but the house you pick doesn't really affect the endings as such. But it does affect what a certain it does affect a certain quest that you do pretty early in the game.
That's pretty much what Potato says the next one.
Just one. No, Hakeem, just one mission difference. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, just one. You get one unique mission for each house.
That makes sense. That would definitely make sense.
But even though those four quests are different, they each have they pretty much each have the same outcome because they revolve around now this is spoilers. They all revolve around this the whole mystery of this with this ghost called something. What's his name? Something. His name is Jackdaw. Something Robert Jackdaw or something like that. His name's Jack. Basically, it's it's like this whole. It revolves around the mystery of how this guy died or something, and it's like and you've got to retrieve something that he apparently stole while he was alive, and it was stealing this thing that led to him dying in the first place.
Okay, dog. I don't like doing this, but yeah, I definitely gotta go. I've got the hangry thing going on right now, and Yeah, I need to satisfy that. Okay, hangry. Look it up. It's a real word. At least it's here to state. Hangry.
Okay, hangry. Right.
Hungry and angry. Yeah.
Right. Well, again, I've got to definitely got to go and do the same thing.
You're looking at dinner. I'm looking at lunch. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, if I do go and eat something now, it would be a very late lunch.
Oh, it's lunch for me, dinner for you.
Or tea. Well, yeah.
Well,
Lunch for you.
now.
Lunch for you, dinner for me. Yeah, or tea, or tea as we call it here.
It's like 4:17 now for you. Yeah. Right.
Yeah, it's 4:17 here in the afternoon here now.
Yep.
This stream.
As potato would say, Irish time. Irish time for the potato.
This stream just hit 3 hours 35 minutes. This is going to be a lot longer.
Oh yeah. About an hour longer than I was expecting. We both get to talking. And forget it. We lose track of time.
We do. That's what I was saying. It's like I was saying that we keep. Yeah, something. Every time I try and end the stream, something happens to keep it going. Like we go off on a tangent about a new topic. More people show up in the chat like now. So something like that. And then Haki says it's 11 a.m. in New York. Lol.
11:18, Hakeem. I'm in Connecticut. I know. Sorry. I'm in Connecticut. You're only a couple hundred miles away from me. I know. If you're in the city, you're 170 miles away.
I'm not just hungry. I'm thirsty too.
Uh-oh. I've been drinking my water, and my diet too, so I'm not thirsty. I'm hangry. Look it up. It's a real word. Hangry.
Hangry. Wow. Okay, maybe I will look that up. But seriously, I am starving. I need something to eat. But,
okay. I put in the private chat another word. You can guess what that means. You can guess what that means. I think you can figure that one out. You're smart enough. You can figure that one out.
I think I figured that one out. Damn.
Yeah, I think you figured that one out. It's a real word. Look it up. These are real words.
That both of those words are real?
Yes, look them up. At least they're here in the States. Yeah, look them up.
Lord.
It's one letter difference. It's one vowel difference. An A and an O. It's one vowel difference. Yeah. Okay, Hakeem's off for lunch and dinner.
Hakeem says,
have a good lunch and dinner, he says.
Take care, everyone. Have a good lunch and dinner. Yeah. No, seriously, I need to end the stream.
Before we hit 4 hours, damn it. Right?
Before we go for do something else that goes for another 20 minutes, it takes up to 4 hours.
Oh, no kidding.
I was not planning to stream this long, asshole.
I was figuring maybe an hour and a half, not 3.5. That's what happens between you and I. We just keep talking and talking and talking.
Wait, yeah.
We're done. Yeah, 3.5 hours. We're done.
That's again, 3 hours is the rule for this channel. And we've well gone past that.
Bad Dan. We broke that. Bad Dan.
Well, okay. Look, I want to go and eat something. You've got to go, and you've got important stuff to do as well as go and eat. So
I gotta eat something. Yeah, definitely. I'm getting hangry.
Okay.
You sounded hangry earlier. So yeah, both of us need to eat. I'll see you, Doc. I'll see you all in the chat. Potato, check your Twitter DMs. Later, dude.
Yeah. Oh, bye, Dan. Thank you very much for coming on. Well, everybody, this has been this has been a good, definitely a good first stream back in quite some time. And this has been, and thank you very much, Dan. This has been a blast. I've had a great chat with you, and of course it just kept going and going and going. But now it really is time to call it quits. So yeah, I'll just time to do my usual thing. So again, thank you to everybody who tuned in for this very very fun little stream here this afternoon. So thank you, Moses, son of a red shirt, Dan, of course. And Rod Thunderheart was here briefly. Potato Revan, you finally showed up. Lazy Potato, Hakeem, thank you for coming in as well. So yeah, I think that's everybody. So yeah, thank you, everybody. This has been a great stream. It's been great being back doing just not a gaming stream, just one of my regular streams again, which has been forever since I've done. But right now I am very hungry, so I'm gonna go or hangry as Dan puts it. I'm gonna go and get myself something to eat, and I'll probably be on again over on. Well, I'll be live again later tonight, both on my channel and Potato Revan's channel, and hopefully Raquel SSG channel as well. Not sure for whatever games we decide to play. So most likely Hogwarts Legacy in my case. So keep an eye out for that, and I hope to see you there. But for now, everybody, from the surface of Skaro, this is Dalek 451 signing off. I will see you all next time. Have a good day, everybody.